12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people?
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida.
Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today, we're going to be discussing Deontay Wilder finally listening to all his fans and willing to sit down with Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, and even Shelly Finkel. When he was asked how to get this fight done with Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder had this to say, and I quote, "We're going to have to go to California and just light one up and discuss it, man. That's a good idea. You can see Shelly passing it to Eddie Hearn, Joshua passing it to me. That's so funny. But it is a good idea. And we both know that we've seen videos of Anthony Joshua out there rolling up tacos. And I mean, literally rolling up tacos as if it was a blunt, wherever you from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously the man has smoke. And on his downtime, hey, do what you want. And if a little bit of bud, shout out to Hardin, they already told me they're willing to provide the marijuana that these two need to smoke in order to sit down and have the powwow. That being said, the number to call in is 1425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Once again, this is what we will be talking about, so stick around right after this message.
A score to settle. Canelo versus Triple G. Controversy, brutality, hostility. For glory, for the trilogy. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3, September 17th.
Streaming live on ppv.com. Order now.
Ringwalk Danny, what is up, champ? I'm looking forward, obviously, to Canelo Triple G, the trilogy. Remember, you guys can buy that at payperview.com. You don't have to go to your normal cable provider any longer. Payperview.com has entered the streaming game. This is in demand, so it's already what you're used to on your cable provider. If you have Comcast or Xfinity, this is, the pay-per-view of yesteryear and forever. So they've just entered, like I said, the streaming game. Now the Top Rank and Showtime automatically offer the pay-per-view, and everyone is streaming. So is pay-per-view.com. So the link is in the description if you want to buy this weekend's pay-per-view. Remember, we'll be doing a live fight chat right here Saturday. We'll have Ken Porter in studio. We're going to have a celebrity mixologist in studio. I think Micah will be here. Bo is on the fences. We got Tony Salgado flying in, who was one of our Canelo Triple G raffle winners. And we got a couple of other fighters also looking to come in. But, Danny, what's your thoughts on Deontay Wilder wanting to stop at Jardín and then talk to Anthony Joshua?
Nah, man, I think it's a phenomenal idea, and our good friends at Jardín are willing to, sponsor that powwow, as you called it. And, that's a fight we've wanted to see. That's a fight that I've argued countless hours with people on, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a fight that we've been waiting on longer than Earl Bud Crawford.
Oh yeah,
granted both men have lost, but I think that's why now more than it did before, I feel like it's a possibility to make that fight happen.
I wonder how realistic this scenario is with VADA, different commissions. Obviously, he chose a recreational state. Las Vegas and California both indulge in medical and recreational.
But this is why Las Vegas would be better for this specific situation. The Nevada State Athletic Commission does not test for marijuana, so that's... You feel
now,
me?
remember, the Nevada would only be testing these fighters if they were fighting. Again, in their off time, they could do whatever they want.
Right.
So after Wilder beats Helenius, he could go smoke with AJ, Eddie, Shelley, obviously negotiate a contract for 90 days out. By the time he is tested in a state that does test for THC, he'll be good. 30 days later, a fight will be 90 days later. And obviously, this is me wishfully thinking. Many are going to be like, you guys are tripping, making a show. This is tongue-in-cheek. Wilder's just, they're not really going to sit down and smoke. But do we know that? Because there's more and more athletes coming out and, embracing the cannabis culture. Shout out to Kush Culture Universe out in Houston. I don't care how they get it done, if they smoke, if they drink, if they arm wrestle.
Little afternoon tea.
Get it done. I need that cough button in this studio.
It's all right.
Yeah, I get that, though.
That's why,
Bo forgot about me, man. He's been having on the camera on you for like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
You're right.
My man just
as soon
forgot
as
about
you
me.
start to reach over the cough.
Oh, you flicked me off?
It was on the resting bitch face.
Oh, shit. Resting bitch. I just caught on to that late joke.
Word.
So, yeah, man. Outside of that, Danny, Wilder does have to get past Helenius, but I think the biggest news today is Usyk saying since Fury wants to fight AJ and AJ has agreed to the 60-40, and it looks like they're gonna fight. Eddie came out and said, look, there's nothing else we can do. We've agreed to everything. It's just a waiting game. So it's like Usyk came out and said he's willing to fight Wilder. So, Bo, that's the poll. Usyk, Wilder.
Oh, it's a poll up already.
Oh.
That's doing pretty well.
Oh.
If you could read it, because my laptop broke. So
what?
Yeah, I only got
Wasn't that new?
I had to restart it pretty much.
Oh. Thought you meant broke.
Yeah.
So it says, do you think Anthony Joshua would come to California, to the California, USA, to light one up with Deontay Wilder? Yes, he will come and light one up, 34%. No, he won't come to light one up, 39%. Lighting one up is bad for both, 8%. Little negative Susie Nancy's. And then bring Eddie and Shelley to light it up, 18%. So you got to add that 18 to the 35 because they want Wilder and they do believe Wilder and Joshua smoke, but they just also want Eddie and Shelley to be part of the smoke session. I'm going to be real. I'm throwing my name in the hat. I want to be there. Like yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Danny souped me up so much. Put the camera on both of us, right? So we in the gym, and we chilling, right? So I don't know. I'm engaged with someone else, and then Danny's like, "Yo, you know, Bo Mac, what? Don't give it away." I mean, I guess you're gonna have to finish the story because I don't remember the word that you used. It confused me into thinking that the dude actually smoked. You don't remember yet? Wow.
Nah.
In this gym, bro. You faking it.
Nah.
Bro, when I literally told Bo Mac, like, what? I got some weed right now. What's up? We gonna smoke? And he was like, nah. And then he said what he said. And I'm like, oh, you still, or you faking it?
Nah, he just made a comment. Okay, yeah, so he made a comment about
Jeez,
about the way we smelled. And I was like, yeah, you know, we sponsored. And he like, probably some, you know, he made a joke, so I showed him, you know, some of our fine Hardin products, you know.
You took him to the laboratory? Apparently so.
Nah, ain't the laboratory the bathroom? Like, why would I take...
Nah, the bathroom is the bathroom.
Nah, I mean, the laboratory could be the bathroom, or it could be where you know, putting the grate. Like, this could be the laboratory.
Putting the
This
magnifying
way it go
glass
down
on
at.
Hardin, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, long story short, I got really excited thinking I was about to smoke one with Bo Mac and Red Spikes, Coach Red Spikes, and that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ness just be like, you know, very optimistic, wishful thinking, and I ain't mad at the champ because, you know, I wish I could live a life where I'm as happy as much as you, Ness, because you just like always jolly sometimes.
But I don't know, what does the weed do for you? Like, I'm driving, like, so, you know, this is no knock on anyone, but this is just facts. Like, I wake up, I get ready, I'm ready to go, I get out the door, I'm jumping in that car, so I'm already happy. I got the coffee. My girl is a great woman. She made the coffee already. It's in the cantina. It's already got the cinnamon. It's already got the Splendor. This ain't no games we playing. We a fucking team. I jump in the car, the music is there. I'm already on Bad Bunny. I light the weed. Hardin is there. They love me. I love them back. Now I'm like, my mood only gets, you know, more elevated, more heightened. It's like the weed only makes that already good feeling better. It's like, oh shit, I hear every single instrument now. Oh, I didn't hear him say that before. You feel me? Oh, watch that pothole. I'm on point now. Like, I'm ready to fucking destroy the world. There's no way. I don't know how you do it without feeling that good. Because, yo, I mean, you know, you guys might think we lying, but
it's Danny's turn.
We minimal. It's 16 hours, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's minimal. Like, yesterday I tapped out. I said, Danny, I'm out. And I left at 2, which was still, you know, almost 8. What I did yesterday, leaving at 2. Almost 8.
You did a little 8 hours.
8 and a half?
8 hours shit.
So, Danny, you answer the question now. How does it make you feel?
Nah, bro, it's... you know, right here, we right here. But the thing is, I think Ness is just more fortunate, bro. And let me tell you why. You don't work with yourself. You get what I'm saying?
I do work with
you ain't
myself.
gotta deal with you, bro. You get what I'm saying?
This guy is terrible, trying to make it sound like I'm this horrible person.
No, not horrible.
All right, then. Jeez,
you know,
Louise.
You just
I haven't even said anything to this man today. I don't know what's going on with him. He
I
taking
don't
out.
think he meant that in a facetious way. I feel like he was kind of genuine. He ain't, and then he said you're not horrible. He didn't mean it. He seemed as if he didn't have any meaning to it when he said it. Cause I was looking at his face to see. Cause at first I ain't get it, but then I started looking. I'm like, all right, he don't mean no harm.
Nah, he just, bro. I've said it time and time again. Nestor Gibbs has put a previous co-host in a mental facility. Like, the guy's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So sometimes, you know, I gotta like light an extra one. Shout out to Hardin, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Nah, for sure.
You feel me? But like, you should not allow anything to ruin your mood, especially like in the position you in. You're 25 years old. You've already completed 2 tours. You know, you on the biggest podcast in the world. You sponsored by the biggest best dispensary here in Las Vegas. It's like I told him yesterday. He doesn't even say that. It's like he don't give himself credit. He's like, oh nah, I don't even know how we got on the subject. Somebody was talking to Danny, and I'm like, no, he chose Las Vegas. You chose Las Vegas because you had a vision, but you be afraid to say, how focused you was. He puts himself down. It's like, bruh, you was in the Army and you knew you wanted to be in boxing, so you chose Las Vegas as your station. And not only did you choose Las Vegas as your station, but you set out to do something and you actually accomplished it. You know what I'm saying? While you was working in the Army, you still was working in boxing, and you remained in Vegas. Now you on this show. You sponsored by so many people. Like, what is there to be upset about? Today's, we got 2 guests on this studio. We going to have, hopefully Edgar Berlanga goes to the fucking win. We're at the win. Like, what am I going to be mad about? So then the win, and then it's like Friday, Saturday, we got Triple G, a trilogy. It's like, I'm good. I'm set for the next couple days.
What you got?
Ness thinks I'm saying it in a negative way. All I'm saying, champ, like I said, bro, sometimes I just got to go outside, smoke me an extra L, cause Ness then came in on some savage shit, and I'm like,
never. Listen, I think Shelly, Eddie, Wilder, they set the mood. They came in like, when I hear this, even the quote, right? Even the quote, I feel like you could put some what's he called? Bob Marley on there, like, we jamming.
Yo, Canna funny as hell. Canna said Danny's like, I'd rather just build bombs sometimes. Bro, I do not miss my past life, I promise you. I'm good.
So here's the quote. Oh, what the hell? How'd I do that? All right, whatever. So the quote is...
Yo, the chat is hilarious, let me tell you.
I noticed.
What's the quote?
Deontay Wilder asked how to get Anthony Joshua fight made. We're going to have to go to California and just light one up and discuss it. That's a good idea. Where is it that I seen this? I don't know, but I got that whole Bob Marley song when reading this, and I don't see it anymore.
Could it have been like somebody in the comments, you think?
Maybe. Fudge. That's so strange. But yeah, man. I do hope that this fight gets made. It really should be like Wilder Joshua 3 or Joshua Wilder 3, as long as we've been waiting for it.
Man, I'm going to be honest, I remember since 2016. Because it was 2016 when Fury got in the fucking ring with Wilder after
Spielka.
After Spielka. That was January 2016. I want to say the Klitschko-Fury fight was like 2 months before that or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So around the same time, we was talking the fucking Joshua fight. Let's not forget, Charles Martin won his IBF title, thanks to a broken ankle or some shit on the undercard of Wilder Spielka.
Yo, who we was talking about that said that, remember?
I forget.
It was like, yo, you could get lucky.
Yo, guess who was here last night? You left early.
In the gym, this gym?
Yeah, guess.
Berlanga?
Nah, guess who was here?
Keyshawn didn't
It has to do with the heavyweight division.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'll tell you.
Who?
He had to do with AJ's first loss. Coach Estrellita, who was the second in Andy Ruiz's corner, who has been famous for that video that's gone viral of him catching a left hook to the face from Andy Ruiz. So they have a fighter who, funny enough, watch this. Funny enough, the fighter is signed to 258.
Oh, okay.
And he's on the card this weekend, and he was here, shaking out and obviously cutting weight. So Yeah, man. We got to talk. We talked a lot of heavyweight boxing yesterday. Let me tell you.
Really?
I think you would have really liked it because obviously your extensive background and history with the heavyweights and being a super heavyweight yourself. So that was pretty cool. I think they might come back today. So
for real, that'll be dope. So they got a 2-0 fighter, right?
Yeah. So we actually have them scheduled for the show Monday morning because they'll still be here. So
nice.
So it was like cool after the win. Come on in Sunday. Monday morning.
There's barely flights out on Monday. Like that's how hectic this weekend is.
Yo, and I tell people all the time, if you're coming to Vegas for an event Saturday, just stay till Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you're gonna be in that thick, heavy Las Vegas airport traffic. It's
not just the traffic.
TSA gonna be crazy,
bro. Not just the traffic, but realistically speaking, it's Vegas. You get what I'm saying? So, are you gonna wanna wake up and get ready to leave to check out by 11 a.m.? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Just stay till Monday. Do it the right way. But I'm going to be honest, man. I'm excited. I'm starting to get more and more excited for this card. This weekend, we have the press conference later today. I was told from very, very reliable people that were in the Gennady camp, not just for this fight with Canelo, but for the last two against Murata and Sedimenta. And they say that Triple G does not display it, but that the hatred for Canelo is real and that it is genuine, and that they said, bro, they told me don't be surprised if we see Canelo get knocked out this Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't know that we can believe that, but
I don't know that I can believe the knockout part, but the true hatred part, I do believe. This is somebody that's been in the camp, like I said, for the last three. So that I do believe, because it's like they're with G every day, at least in camp.
I'm gonna be real. Yesterday we did our Fighter Arrival show, and you expressed that you have felt the arrivals of the fighters. I haven't. Is it because you were by Top Rank and that's closer? Well, I guess when we made the left, that's closer to the strip.
Well, no.
And we were in that light for a minute. It was thick, that traffic.
It was, but no. Remember, I told you when I saw the what's the proper word for it? Isn't it like panoramic shot? When I saw the panoramic shot, I told you coming from the tunnel right there in the lobby where they do the fighter arrivals, it was just the crowd that I've seen for the previous fights. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, oh wow, okay, cool. The people are still out. They still believe in this fight. It's not, because if not, who's gonna arrive to Las Vegas that early in the fight week for the fighter arrivals? Who's gonna come out if you're not really sold on the fight? The people came out. The press conference, we will see. I think that'll be harder to gauge given that it's no fans. But we'll see, what comes of the press conference. I think things are starting to build up. Yesterday we had Diego Pacheco and Jose Benavidez Sr. Pacheco being on the card. I think that kind of added to that. Yesterday, young boy in here cutting weight. I'm like, okay, cool. So I guess it's because of that I'm starting to get maybe a bit more excited. But like I said, the fighter arrivals nest, they definitely had several hundred people in attendance.
Well, this is the picture that I wanted to share from Blue Wire, and our screen sharing capabilities weren't available. This is the picture, and I think this is the location that you speak of, where the MGM Grand has that fixed ring when you walk in, and you can see a crowd of people there. It's just a lot of
I
people.
saw it from the other end, Ness.
Okay.
So I saw it from the back. So the stage was the furthest thing, so I got to see just the crowd of people surrounding the barricade, surrounding the stage. And I mean, as I saw in that one, and as the fans can see here in this one, a lot of people came out. And as far as feeling it, I've seen the foot traffic pick up throughout the week at the Wynn, but at the end of the day, champ, we not at the fight hotel. So it's hard, to really feel it when you're not at the fight hotel. When you're not there at the events, you're not going to feel it as much. And we'll see. Obviously, like you said, we hit that fucking traffic yesterday nasty.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
I felt like we waited 3 lights to make that left.
No,
and got cut off.
No, and even before that, think about it. How much longer did it take us to get on?
Yeah, once we were on trying to get to the 215.
Exactly.
No, I got a $5 super chat from Mike Wilkins. He says, "Good morning, fellas. Laugh out loud. Hell of a title this morning." Yeah, man, I was excited that Wilder gave us such a comment. I'm going to be real. But there's actually another quote that I want to not only screen share, but also read right after giving Mike Wilkins his super chat spin.
Spin that wheel for Mike.
Looks like Mike is going to land on the IBO hat. All right, shout out to Mike.
Ain't got to send nothing else in.
You do nothing. You just wait to see, do you win? So I want to show you guys this. And this is Alexander Usyk now stepping up to the plate. As you can see here, Alexander Usyk has now declared that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder next because Tyson Fury may face Anthony Joshua instead of him. Usyk added that he intends to be ringside for Wilder's comeback fight versus Robert Helenius on October 15th in New York. And this was told to Ring Magazine. This is phenomenal news. I remember the days I used to beg Wilder to go to an AJ fight. Like, champ, just show up. Nah, I ain't going over there. It's like, damn. Beg AJ. Obviously, I couldn't physically beg him because I didn't have a connection with AJ, but I would be on my show saying, fuck, bro, show up to Wilder's fight. Shout out to Usyk. You a true G. I mean, you literally winning me over with every fight.
I'm going to be honest with you.
He's winning me over.
I hope.
He didn't want to retire.
In a weird way, I hope that we do see those fights next because I just feel that the Fury Usyk fight, despite everything, I think when it's all said and done, won't be hard to make, and the fans will be able to get that. So let's get the hard fights to make out the way, and then let the winners do their thing.
And let's be real, if they gave us Fury, AJ, Usyk, Wilder as an interim fight to Undisputed, my dude, that's like fucking heaven for me. You build those 2 fights around each other 1 month apart, couple weeks apart. Let one go, get a winner, let the other go, and it's it. Winners meet. I fucking love it. I love it.
I thought that was winners high five each other. Because you went.
So, what's your thoughts on the whole Dan Rayfield saying that Triller is no longer doing boxing, but we see the Vargas brothers training harder than motherfucker over here? I mean, Emiliano sparring with Linares.
Yeah, they sparred again yesterday. And Amado sparred Linares as well. So,
and they on interviews talking that Triller money. So, is Triller done with boxing after them? Like they're signed to the company and no more?
We'll see. Like you said, they're in here training. Obviously, they have been told of a date, to get ready for. So they're in here getting ready. We'll see. I did find it interesting, but I think that I found it even more interesting that I feel like not enough people talked about it, or there wasn't anything else, to go along with it. I would have figured maybe a story to come along. So something I'm keeping a close eye on, but we'll just see what's to come. And as far as the heavyweights, and I'm 1,000,000% in agreement, bro. That shit would be like heaven, and that's what I'm saying. Those to me would be the hard fights. When have we seen Igis Klimas, in a super fight doing business with PBC? I don't know, but
Michael Hunter.
I mean, Egas could easily, like, if Trilla's done, I'm sure Top Rank will take him. Now, we know from interviews we've done with the Vargases.
No. I said heavyweights, champ. I was going to what you was talking about, your heaven.
No, I know. I'm thinking with since you said Egas,
yeah,
because he's their manager too, though. Oh, you didn't know that?
I don't know that he still is.
What? Doesn't make sense. Why? When did you hear something?
Nah. I mean, I just thought.
Text our boy, CEO, baby. Get these answers, homie.
Yeah.
Use your conexiones.
No, you know what? Actually, I think I'm getting confused because they was with Tom Loeffler in the beginning.
Maybe they did a fight with 360 Boxing.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm getting confused with. But yeah, nonetheless, I mean, we'll go ahead because I don't know where you was going with yours. So I was just saying, you know, Egas being with Usyk, to me, that's a hard fight to make with Wilder. So if that shit can get done now, if Usyk is going from the Ukraine to New York to be ringside and has interest of giving Wilder a chance at becoming a unified champion, a chance at winning the titles that he hasn't got his hands on yet, then why not? You get what I'm saying? I'm totally for that. But I'm waiting to hear back on that other shit, though. So we'll see what he says.
For real. Yes, man. I'm getting a little bit more excited. You know, obviously we got Ken Porter coming in. Who else should we invite, Bo? I remember Bo invited Jalen one time, but he didn't show. Remember he was supposed to show? He didn't show. Well, I think Bo invited Jalen to the interview, and that's when we met him. He rubbed me the right way. That sounds bad. He came off good. That doesn't make sense. We hit it off. So I was like, yo, come back and watch the fight. But he didn't show because, remember, he was not – he don't have a car. My man was running around the city.
Yeah, that dude be running at like 3 in the morning, bro.
Bro, he came up to me at Top Rank like, yo, I'm about to knock Danny's friend's head off.
And Danny's still scared to bet me.
Yo.
Bro, we bet $100 on it.
Oh, we bet 100?
He
man,
looks
Hardin
so
on your coming off your clothes be having me hard now.
Damn,
he be so lean.
Now. I literally bet you the same day I bet CYP. We was on the rooftop.
Damn, Danny, you got a lot of money out there.
Oh, I was on the rooftop with you? I know that Hardin was getting to me then. So we bet 100. I got Jalen. You got Mr. Cobb.
Yeah.
Yup.
So there's your answer.
Jalen Phillips and Antoine Cobb, too,
so
on the undercard of Shakur Stevenson, Robinson Kinsey-Ao.
I was right. He's still
September 23rd.
Egas Klimas, to confirm and to be clear with the information, Egas Klimas does still manage all three of the Vargas brothers. So that being said, if Triller does terminate their interests in boxing, I think that the Vargas brothers can go and get a deal, at least two of them, on Top Rank, because that was the issue in our interview. They didn't want to sign all three. Your man never gave me my card.
Bro, yes, I told you. He gave it to me. I have it in the bag.
Oh, you have it.
Don't forget to ask me for it.
Okay, so you never gave it to me.
Sure.
Okay, just making sure you know. You know, those SD cards ain't cheap. Yo, why Eddie Hearn keep looking at my message? See, this is when we need you, the people, the audience, to like...
Yo, everybody message Eddie Hearn right now.
For real.
Like, he actually checks his DMs.
And say what, though?
Harass
No,
him.
y'all got to say, like, yo, why you keep leaving the Boxing Voice on red? They got the biggest show in the world, and your ass belongs there. Like, you need to be there.
Make sure you put
Like,
the
what the
link
fuck?
for the YouTube channel in
My
that
man's
message.
out here be reading messages, ducking and shit.
Or
That
just
shit
say the Boxing
aggravating.
Voice in the message and come on back to the show.
I'm like, bruh, I hit him up. Like, not only that, I ain't even get a response. But that's not my thing. That's like a Mike or Bo thing, because I get aggravated. But I sent them emails knowing that they would be in town like a month ago trying to set it up. Because I know he's busy. I know he's busy. And it's going to be difficult to go from the Fighter Hotel where all the, festivities and press conferences and things are happening all the way to the Win. But, with a bit of planning, I think we could have gotten it done and still do.
I agree, champ. I agree. Let's keep our fingers crossed, see what can happen.
Remember the number to call in if you want to voice your opinion. Actually, there is someone there. Is that CYP? I can't see that far.
It's the right area code for CYP. Let's just give it a shot.
Let's see.
The number to call in is 1425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion on the voice of the people. CYP.
Yo. I done lost my damn voice again. It's whatever. Happens all the time. I just want to say one thing. I do hope AJ doesn't fight Fury. Because if he loses, he will be the only known heavyweight where all his big losses are to non-black heavyweights. Now, Vitaly, all of them, it doesn't matter what race you are, a black nigga beat you up. Like all the time, from Ali to Frazier to Holmes to Vitaly to Vlad to Lennox Lewis, they all lost to some sort of black dude. AJ will be the first one. And that's why on the back call, they know what I'm saying. Them UK brothers are built differently. AJ, don't fight this motherfucker. Keep the legacy going. Don't allow them to conquer you. Because people like to use the word conquer when it comes to Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. So I'm going to use the shit too. If you wasn't offended then, don't be offended now. Don't let those non-black dudes conquer you. It's going to make the UK dudes look bad. Like the Big Nick, the Wayne Fitnesses, all y'all dudes going to look real bad after they put the flag on his UK black ass. See about you out.
And there went the chat. It's on fire.
I just don't understand. I mean, that same dude beat an American, so it's like, what's the difference? Who next?
Who's next?
If you feel like calling in, the number is 1425-569-5241.
Press 1 one time.
Keep in mind, Saturday is the big trilogy with Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin, who we actually know where he's training at, his secret location.
We know where both guys are.
Yeah.
Are cutting weight at.
Oh, wait, so he made it there? Because that was 2 days ago. So, what, he was there yesterday?
Yeah.
We got to drop that glove off.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Gennady's first fight at 68, moving up, getting a shot at Undisputed.
Getting
an opportunity to finally defeat Canelo.
It's funny because we have to talk about this at 12, so it's kind of crazy to talk about it now. But we thought Gennady was a little old. We think that he might have lost a step. We thought that the Murata fight was tighter than it should have been. But can those extra 8 pounds now revive him? He doesn't have to cut anymore. And I mean, I don't think he has to cut at all, because we're talking about a grown-ass man that's been at 160 till he was 40 years old. So he probably ain't never had to cut that much. So it's like now he don't got to cut at all. He's allowed himself to get bigger. I don't know. Could he be rejuvenated?
I was going to say that. Very well could. We'll see. I like to see how the fighters look on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Something that, I pay attention to. So we'll see. We'll see how he does look on the scale and how Canelo looks on the scale. Like I was saying, I think that based off my source and just speaking, like, damn, so it ain't just Canelo that dislikes Triple G. Triple G feels the same way about Canelo, so I'm excited. I'm expecting a barn burner fight on Saturday. I've been talking to a lot of people. It seems like nobody thinks this fight goes the distance. It seems like they think somebody's gonna get the knockout.
I don't believe that at all, especially with the extra 8 pounds. I'm actually looking right now for money lines and decisions, trying to check what's Canelo by decision. I know he played me. and he killed me on the Plant one. But we all know Plant has never shown the durability of a Triple G. Triple G could take a lick, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Gennadi's just been proven, obviously, longer career.
What the hell?
That's Rue in the 504 calling me on Skype.
Loud is what
Rue,
it was.
what's wrong with you, bruh? Why you? Oh, that's Bo, of course, Bo.
Nah, I just opened it up.
Of course, Bo.
Yeah,
Why? But we don't even use Skype. Why are you using that?
Yeah, I'm in the Nestor Gibbs Skype. I don't know why I did that.
Exactly. What the hell? We only got Blog Talk, man.
He said, what the hell? He said, what the hell?
Do a quit from the toolbar, too, because it's still open since it's a Mac. From the application bar. So, yeah, I wanted to check these lines. Who the hell is Joseph Goodall, bro? I swear to God I had a Joseph Goodall that worked for me out of Philly.
Oh.
Word is born. Now he fighting or something? What the hell? There's a lot of these fights. I don't know who these people are. I'm going to screen share this. Look at these fights. Have you heard of these people? Khalid Ali. Dario Borrosa. Leon Harth. What is this, bro?
I'm not sure what you're looking at.
I'm showing it to you.
Oh, okay. It just came up now. I mean, yeah, that's worldwide, though.
Obviamente, my dude. I'm asking, like, who are these? How they made it to the line? Like, who are these people?
No, that's the beauty about Bovada. Even the people you don't know make it to the line.
That's insane, bro.
That's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, maybe if I knew who the fuck these people are.
But that's the thing. You may one day, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, I know Ryan Ford. He's from Canada. And he a underdog like he should be. He stayed losing. He hasn't won a big fight ever. I know Denzel Bentley. He from the UK. He too much of a fave. Stephen Butler, Mark DeLuca. Okay, I know DeLuca, but he ain't gonna beat nobody. Oh, this that heavyweight. Oh, he fighting Takam?
You don't remember Marcus Morrison?
Nah, who that?
He the dude that Eubank. He fought Eubank one time.
Yeah, so that card with Butler, DeLuca, Takam, and Makhmudov, that's in Canada tomorrow night. ESPN Plus card.
Tomorrow night.
Yup, ESPN Plus. And
wow, they going up against the pay-per-view?
No, tomorrow.
No, that's Friday.
Yes.
Okay, Friday night fights.
And then
Lyndon Arthur is there too, but he's too much of a favorite. Kevin Lerena.
That's the Australian guy, if I'm not mistaken, or African. He might be Africa or Australia, one of them A's.
Mark
not
Castro,
Alabama, so
crazy fucking. Look at even Pacheco. Let me see if they got something like Pacheco the over under at least. Wow, so the over under is 4.5, and it's even money.
Takam been out here training with
to go over
Dewey Cooper. I wonder can he pull it off.
okay, shout out to Dewey. So that's his trainer?
I mean, they've been running the mountains and things together.
Damn, I don't like even money, bruh.
That's why you got to parlay it.
Fucking shit.
I don't know what you about to do here, but I don't recommend it. That's all I'm going to say.
Nah, I'm going to see if they got some group rounds. Okay.
Bruh, don't mess with this one.
Who, with Pacheco?
Did you watch the last fight?
Pacheco?
Did you watch the last fight?
Pacheco's fight.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where was it at?
He got a stoppage.
You sure?
Positive.
Yes. And he clipped the dude, I think, with a left. Dude fell into the ropes, and he finished him. It was quick.
He got like 5 straight or some shit.
What are you talking about?
I think I seen something different. Let me double check.
Yeah, you definitely see something different. And guess what? Pacheco, you can hear in his voice yesterday, he matured from the last time we seen him. Did he not?
I feel like
that was in June. Hold on.
You ain't hear his voice last night in the studio?
I disagree with you.
Oh, I ain't my bad, champ. I got Big Fish Vega.
Who's that?
The opponent.
Justin Biggs. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
And his brother Christian, the two fighters out of Brooklyn. They scheduled for 8 a.m. this morning.
Okay.
Big Fish Vega. They're actually have their own podcast on the Revolt Network with P. Diddy.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't sign the deal exclusively with P. Diddy, but he signed, I think, with the CEO, but we'll ask.
Okay.
He says, going back on my word, rewatched first and second fight, then got a call from Casual about ordering the fight. Big Thief Vega is ordering Canelo Triple G3. At least you're ordering it. So we'll no longer call you Big Thief. Salute to you, my friend, for crossing over into the mature world where you pay to watch what you want. It doesn't fuck up on you. It's no illegal streams or links, no pop-ups. And you're supporting the sport that you love. You're not stealing from the fighter that you love. Or even if you don't love the fighter, you feel me? He's still putting his life on the line.
Yeah, be careful with the Pacheco bet. Just be careful.
With what? You're not going to be specific?
I wouldn't bet on it at all.
This is not a boxing show. You can't be specific to the audience and let them know why you're staying away from the fight, Bo Mason?
Because the last performance, I mean, it may have been impressive to you all, but I didn't think he looked that great against an opponent not credible at all, not based off box rec, but based off like how he looked in the ring.
Okay.
And he had no box rec. I mean, he had a good record, but he ain't that guy, the last opponent.
So you're saying stay away from the fight?
Like, yeah, because the opponent, the guy that Pacheco about to fight, went the distance with a DeAndre Ware, who I don't think is the greatest boxer, but I know he's a tough, strong vet, and that was in 2018 as well.
Nah, so I'm gonna jump in and say that
Pacheco's still young. In my opinion.
If I was to bet, I would bet the over.
Yeah, I think that the over is a very safe bet in this particular instance.
That's cool.
And I'm also looking at...
Especially if I could get that in a nice little parlay with something else.
I just see that there was a plus 100 plus money. So
what?
That over 4.5.
On FanDuel?
Nah, on your screen, on Bovada.
Oh, no, but it's even. Did it just change? That's what even means? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, because it say even, then over here it say plus 100.
Yeah, so...
I'm just
No. Even, it says even on Bovada.
Yeah, it say even, but over here it say plus 100.
Right, yeah, exactly. So that's plus money.
But when you put 54, it's even money, you see?
But, yeah, that's plus 100. Even if... So, in the future, if you're on a site that says minus 100, still even, you feel me?
So... Before we do anything else, what we'll do is we'll put Pacheco to go over the 4.5, go back to all boxing, and we'll get Canelo by decision. That should be a very handsome bet. Watch. So, see, Canelo money line is a minus 600, but that's not going to happen. He's either going to knock him out or he's going to get the decision. So, we're going to go with the decision because Gennady is now able to save a couple of pounds. So Canelo by decision is a minus 120. If we parlay this, they're not letting me. It says singles. Why, you can't parlay this? This is bullshit. Oh, you fuckers. Why?
They don't always let you do over-unders with money line bets on.
What's the over-under for Canelo?
You can do decision, like the way this fight going to turn out along with a money line.
I hate when they do that. The total rounds over under. Oh, so I could pick whatever I want. So the over under for Canelo, does he go over 7.5 at a minus 525? Hell yeah. Does he get past the 9.5 at a minus 290, which is really 10.5? Hell yeah. I think this is going a distance. I'm going with the minus 210. Let me see if I could take out this Alvarez decision. Okay, now we could. No, we still can't parlay that. They. Let me go to my bookie. I ain't fucking with these dudes.
Oh, you really gonna be disappointed?
Why? You checked it already?
Nah, I'm just saying they've always given less betting options.
I don't know, man. We gonna see right now.
Let's check it out.
This is a little betting segment, man, because we gotta eat. Even though I ate. It ain't my birthday. I got my name on the cake. No, prediction show is actually this afternoon. Previews and prediction will be coming straight from the win. You see Ness's kitty, though.
Oh, we're going to do that.
I'm almost at 350. Y'all know what I started with. Y'all know how much I lost versus Heron. Don't hate on the kid. Know what I'm saying? All that talking they be doing. They be talking on this show. I tell you that. They be acting like they be betting. Look at all this shit say lock. I never seen that. Was this some new shit? Spread? What that mean?
Nah, they be betting. You lost a whole listener due to betting.
Who? Mr. Still BC? Mr. Stealing money from the people?
Dang, how you know? You in the streets? I ain't know you was in the streets.
I mean, that's what y'all get, though. Whoever got robbed, that's what y'all get for trying to do some side shit. I don't give a fuck how cool you get with a dude from another 10,000 miles across the world on the internet. Man, you better use some sort of mitigator.
They say you ran off. I don't know, though.
Yeah, he in that rainy Seattle, Washington. Chilling with Beevil.
Yeah, so my bookie only has Pacheco money line option. And then for Canelo, let's see what they have for Canelo.
Shout out to my bookie.
What does the spread mean, Danny?
That's for football. And
stuff. That's
yeah,
why it's a lot.
Points.
That's like this over under more so in boxing. That could be compared to that, but
I'm going
really
Alvarez decision.
Yeah, not really, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Really,
I get the the idea, but they do have the over under.
Alvarez decision with
They don't even have decision or knockout on Jesus Christ.
For who?
On my bookie.
For who?
For the Canelo fight, you can't even bet decision or knockout for that fight.
I just picked decision. Alvarez by decision, winning method, minus 123.
What you mean, Liz-Lo, when you
I'm
ask
on here,
what is,
and that's it.
I don't know, champ. I ain't gonna get out of where I'm at. It's already there. Look at it. It's on.
Yeah,
I'm screen sharing it.
I wouldn't do your thing.
They see me find it. Maurice Vach. Oh, that is a heavyweight you was talking about, bruh.
Didn't Dylan White beat him up?
Let me see. They don't got no over-unders on them.
But I don't think Dylan White stopped Maurice Vach.
No, he went 12.
Right.
But Maurice Vach's been stopped by other people, I believe. You know, Dylan fights to the level of his opposition, man. He went 12 with Helenius. I'm still looking for Pacheco. Did you see that?
Yes. And I told you that they only have the money line option at a minus 5,000.
No, I've been screen sharing, Danny. You're free to roam.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it.
Or any Martin Luther.
What the?
Gabriel Rosado, Akhmadov. I like that. They always try to sleep on Gabe. They always trying to sleep.
You got a funny co-host, bro.
He the man.
This morning, Danny spilled coffee all through the hallway.
Nah. Why you lying on Danny when he ain't here?
Because it's easier that way.
It's so funny. I still haven't found Pacheco. Where the fuck did Danny see Pacheco, bro? I mean, I know the audience is literally watching with me. Okay, here we go. Oh, man, they ain't got nothing. Let me see if this works. Okay, so they did let me parlay the Canelo and the Pacheco. That's at an 84. Now we at a plus 84. So I need one more fight. This is not a bad parlay. We about to make that.
You don't like the M.O. Williams?
Is he on there?
Austin Williams, yeah. Versus Kieran Conway.
17. I got Castro. This Pacheco. Oh, that's why they got these on another date, bro. They got them on the 19th, on the 18th. That's the day of. The next day at midnight. Here go Ammo. Damn, Ammo, so he a big-ass favorite, bro. Okay, but he got me over the line. I'm at 108 with this one. We definitely dropping. We plus money with this. Ammo to get the win. Pacheco to get the win. Canelo to get the decision. This is actually an amazing bet.
I watched my M.O. Williams footage, but I didn't watch my Kieran Conway footage, to be honest. And I think I might have seen him in, previously, but I can't remember.
Don't nobody care about Karen.
Therefore, he wasn't that impressive.
Don't nobody care about Karen.
Right.
Ain't nobody thinking about his ass. He about to lose. We gonna put that whole 43.50 on there, Karen?
We don't like Karens in the USA.
They don't let us put the 3. Why they don't let me put 53, but they motherfucking give me 53, right?
I'm missing what you mean on 53. What's going on with it?
So they won't let me put 53 cent, but look, they giving me 3 cent if I win. Shit, stupid.
I mean, don't worry about the change.
Crazy. I wanted to put the whole 40, 53 in so I could be at an even 30.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a good ass bet. Canelo ain't fucking knocking nobody out, man. Punk ass. I think I'm dropping this bet. What you think about that bet?
So
Can we get that? Can we get this bet as a parlay? I mean, can we get this parlay as a poll? Williams, Pacheco, Canelo by decision. Do you like this bet at a plus 108? Yes, no, hell no. Nah, not hell no. Don't give them 2 no options.
Dang. Sorry, Wilder, Shelly, Eddie, and AJ.
Wait, what? What you got going on? You did a new poll?
No. It's the same light up poll.
Nah, man. Nobody care about that shit.
Nobody care about that.
They wasn't even paying attention. What was those numbers at? Let me see.
326 votes in
Look,
59 minutes.
Bunch of fucking haters didn't want them to smoke. 41% of you weirdos.
No, they said he won't come light up. I don't believe AJ would do that either. AJ scared of that man.
Didn't you see AJ rolling up? I wish I could easily find
he might
that.
smoke in his own garage, but he ain't gonna smoke with Wilder.
Bruh.
He ain't coming in the
Bud
same room
is the
as Wilder.
universal language, man. That's what I'm saying. Once you light up, there'll be no beef. Uh-oh, do I got an 8:30 meeting? That's going to be crazy if I got to cut out on y'all. Leave y'all with Justin. Y'all don't even know Justin and his brother.
I met one of them in Tampa.
Oh, that's right. Oh, PM. Damn, my man wildin'. Bo, I might have to send you in on this meeting, man. Because if not, it's going to be Joe Connor alone. I got Jazz 11. It says, Ness, wait until props come out for the other fights before betting. Today is Thursday, bro. Like, if there ain't no props yet, I don't know what's up.
All right, so we got a couple callers. I got to see who this is.
Bo, I got a meeting at 8:30 p.m. with the largest strip club in Vegas.
In person?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, the largest. Okay.
And if you want, you could go in there with your man Joe. Yo, why Micah laugh? Micah, you want to go in there and lock it in with Joe? Yo, you got to think commission, man. You going to let Joe scoop that? Solo dolo?
Scoopy whoopy.
Okay.
So we got James Benitez.
Let's go to Huntsville, Alabama.
Yo, good morning, TBB. Good morning.
Buenos
Hey,
days.
like the show topic, like where the show turned and everything. I like the energy from Usyk and everything, pulling up at the fight. I think that'd be a great fight, and I think that'd be a good way to actually help Usyk build his brand. I don't really see any way that Wilder will really beat him unless he catch Usyk with a lucky punch, which is something that's pretty common and a common pattern in most of Wilder fights. All in all, man, like some of this AJ slander, man, this shit got to stop, man. That he didn't lose to a black fighter or whatever. He lost to 2 top-tier fighters, man, in his division. He didn't lose to anybody that had a reputation with mental health, drugs, or anything like that. He lost to 2. I mean, Andy, sure, out of condition, out of shape fighter at that time, but, Usyk is a glorified fighter in this sport, man, so there's nothing wrong with that. All in all, I like AJ.
Glorified fighter?
Absolutely, for his past accolades and shit like that, man. You can't deny that, man. From what he did in cruiserweight division to what he's doing now, nobody can really say anything bad about Usyk. He's been on pound for pound lists and everything, man, for the past couple. So all in all, it is what it is, man. With AJ, you got to appreciate this AJ. He's not trying to take no soft touch like most people want him to do. Want to build people. Most people are like, oh no, don't run in there with fury or whatnot. You'll hurt your brand. Blah blah blah. I think most people like us, man, we thinking like, why we want to go ahead and take the easy road when the faster way to get back to the top is take out whoever's up at the top, or who they say is the big bad wolf. You know, all in all, you know, a lot of these views that you're going to be hearing from people today are people that are just, you know, Wild supporters and everything like that. Because Wilder couldn't do it, they just don't want AJ to even get an opportunity to do it. Next, man, another good show. That's my call. I'm out, man.
All right.
Thank you.
I really do like this bet, man.
Put some down. Don't make it, bro. That ain't nothing. I'm careful with my Canelo decision. And also, yeah, other than that.
So you said 10% though, so that would be 34.
Of the whole kitty.
Yeah, I'm supposed to bet 34
bro,
on this.
You like yeah.
Cheapskate? I am.
No.
Slow money, baby.
No. I wasn't getting at that because I seen how the kitty grow. You know what I'm saying? I seen how you can beat the bookies. You know what I'm saying? So I like how you bet. That's cool. But you listen in a weird way. Because I said something like 3 weeks ago, and today you finally like acknowledged that you heard it.
I mean, I'm asking you to reconfirm. 10%?
Yeah, they say 10 to 20% at the most. Never no more than that.
Wow, 20. That's like...
Yeah, that ain't bad, though.
Crazy.
Because if you lost, you still got 80% of your money.
68, bro. $68 only makes me $74.10. That's a big ass bet for Canelo. He might knock this dude out.
Exactly. The Canelo concerns me because it's a lot of tension between the two of those guys. Despite no matter how
Canelo
it turns
going
out.
to decision. I'm telling you right now. I just wish it was better money on the decision. Let me see what Bovada got for the decision.
And both of them definitely at like the most vulnerable point of their careers. Like Triple G never been this old, and Canelo coming off a loss against.
They hating on
Triple
this
G.
Pacheco, man. They don't want to let me get this Pacheco parlay, so I'm gonna have to take that out and try to do a Pacheco money line with the Canelo decision on Bovada. See if that works.
It's time to light up the chat. CYP got a counterpunch.
Hold on 1 sec.
1 second,
CYP.
chat.
Diego. And then we're going to do money line. Money line. And they still don't let me do the fucking... Oh, they won't let me do an over-under with Canelo and Diego, man. Let me see this, bro. Let me see. How can I do... Look, even two, they won't let you parlay two over.
I don't even know if you. I think you got bad luck betting on Canelo. You might. All right, so the Caleb Canelo fight happened, and I think you might. Know what I'm saying? People was thinking Caleb could make it the distance.
I should have bet the over.
Then the Canelo Bivol fight happened, and I know. I think I was the only one that put some down on Bivol, but that was after I seen the first round. I made a live bet.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we got this fight. I don't know, bro. You might not be the best, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to betting on
Canelo.
You feel me? Because it's like a little bit of heart in it. Kind of like me betting on Wilder. No matter who he fight, I'm going to pick Wilder.
But I'm only picking Canelo by decision because of the youth. That's, honestly speaking, that's the best bet. Like, to bank on a knockout that hasn't come in 24 rounds is just stupid, people.
Do not wear a Canelo shirt the night of the fight. That may be, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you just superstitious.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to help the kitty grow.
You superstitious.
I need the kitty to grow. You know what I'm saying?
You superstitious. Did you make my poll? What they think about my bet?
So.
He ain't make it, y'all.
I just ended the previous poll.
Damn, he ain't make it, y'all. I could have been did that. So Brandon, the other producer, is saying, yo, look at this. Canelo says his goal is to knock out Gennady. So fucking what? Everybody says their goal is to knock out somebody.
Mr. CYP, you ready?
Yes, sir. My bad, CYP.
Here we go.
Listen, James, it's very simple. If Fury beats Wilder, which he's already done, and knocks out AJ, which I think he'll do, that makes Fury, who's Caucasian, greater than what he is today. So if it's about race, I'm actually trying to stop Fury from being greater. If you think that anybody listening thinks that AJ could beat Fury, and that's why CYP doesn't want him to fight because he could do something Wilder didn't do, bet me on it, then. Bet me on it. $500 right now. If you think AJ could beat Fury, you don't believe that shit. I'm trying to tell you the history of heavyweights. I'm only the messenger. Don't get mad at me because certain things catch my damn eye, and I bring it to the show. That's what makes the show good. CYP see shit that y'all don't see. I study it, bring it to y'all, so y'all can dissect it. If you gonna call somebody out, call me out. And lastly, all the experts say he shouldn't fight Fury next. CYP say he shouldn't fight Fury next. So if all of us are stupid, dumb, and don't know nothing about champions, talk to somebody who hasn't been a champion and put two champions by himself because he's a champion. You probably don't know that either. CYP out.
Thank you for your call, my friend. For those tuning in, don't forget Saturday night, Canelo versus Triple G live on DAZN pay-per-view. If you don't have DAZN, you don't need to download any app. You can just go to payperview.com or click the link in our description and order Saturday's pay-per-view using our link. Obviously, they'll know that we sent you and that we're still the best and the greatest boxing podcast out there with the most amazing audience there is. Bo, who is next?
We got Georgie Porgy.
Let's go.
Oh, what's happening, people? You hear me?
We hear you.
Hey, yo, on CYP defense, CYP is not a racist. Don't get it fucked up there in the chat. He feels really strong about his people. He put off the show. I gotta give him that. Now, moving out, yo, Danny, let me ask you a question. Do you seen the fucking interview that Eddie Hearn, I think it came out yesterday, or at least I seen it last night. AJ Fury fight was pretty much done, that they're only looking for a location sort of thing. If that is the case, how the fuck Wilder coming out now that he want to go smoke a blunt?
I mean, obviously Wilder's talking. Wilder, see, you're just a negative person that, you know, you want
the timing, baby, the timing.
Yeah.
So
just like AJ's offer, Shelley came out and said that they sent an offer to Wilder while he already was in contract with Helenius. So all Wilder is saying that when he's asked the question, because you're trying to make it seem like he's on some bullshit. He was asked the question.
The fire is getting close.
Yeah, close to your ass. Close to your ass to get burnt. Saying some bullshit.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what, because Mr. CYP talking about bets. I bet you AJ Fury gets done. No Wilder fucking AJ.
It ain't supposed to be Wilder AJ, you airhead. Usyk said if AJ really fights Fury, he's gonna fight Wilder, and he's showing up to Wilder's fight at Helenius, October 15th. You're just not paying attention. Shave some of that fucking hair going out your ears.
I just want to say everybody out there to support the channel. Yo, let me say to people to support the channel, man. Chill out. That's what Danny stress the fuck out all the time, bro. Everybody support the channel. Donate.
Who next? I got Victor Banuelos with a $10 super chatty. Nate Diaz made me $335 on Saturday off $20. Now I just need Canelito to KO Little G. Them body shots should get the job done. Negative. You dreaming. Everything you want on Nate, you about to give it back because you dreaming on Canelo getting a knockout.
What if he does?
We got Kingborn Investigations.
Kingborn.
From New York, NYPD.
Hey, yo, y'all hear me, right? Hey, yo, listen, man. Peace to the live chat. Peace to the TBV viewers, listeners. Hey, yo, I'm telling y'all right now, this AJ Wilder shit, it got me pumped up. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to jump off a cliff, an 85-foot cliff in the water, Hawaii, some wild shit. They can't diss this. They can't diss us. This is what we've been wanting for 5 years. Let's make it happen. Make it happen, Wilder. Don't diss us. Shelly Finkel don't diss her. Because I believe that Wilder is going to destroy AJ. He's going to beat him down how the Jews did Jesus. You heard? He's going to wild out on him. Listen, Canelo, Triple G. Hey, man, what the fuck going on with Triple G? Listen, this will pick him up, switch him up fight. This will pick him. Yo, Ness Heyman, Ness Vegas, you're definitely right. Because, yo, they both got hellified chins. Remember that, man. Canelo got a chin, and Triple G got one of the best chins in boxing history. You know, Canelo break faces, so I don't think Canelo gonna knock him out. But I think that it definitely gonna go to decision. Listen, man, we know Canelo always look good at 168. You heard? That's really his weight. Fuck 160, 168, he chilling. But we know how Triple G gonna look at 168 first time fighting. Is he gonna be weak? Is he gonna be sluggish? No power. So we don't know, y'all. But like I said, this Wilder AJ shit, go out there. I don't give a fuck. He get on dust, whatever. Make the fight happen, Wilder. Peace.
That man said get on some dust.
Shout out to cousin Bougie, who took the time out to send Eddie Hearn a message. He ain't just, you know what I mean, acting like he's supporting. He really supporting out here trying to get it done. This is a screenshot of his DM to Eddie, sending it to me to show me that he wants Eddie on the show, and he did his part for the community by DMing Eddie and asking him why he ducking us.
DM Eddie Hearn.
DM Eddie Hearn right now. Tell him stop ducking.
Stop ducking the boxing voice. We got Super Mix.
Let's go.
Yo, good morning, fellas.
Good morning, champ. How are you? Buenos dias.
Oh, man, it's all gravy. It's all gravy. Hey, DJ Georgie Porgy, also don't forget that Wilder interview was on The Last Stand, and that's pre-recorded, so we don't really know how old that is. You know, Ness, I was believing that Canelo was going to get the late stoppage, but I think you're on the right track with the decision bet. I rewatched the second fight, and Triple G finished pretty strongly. I know we all feel like he's probably weak to the body, but I wonder if him not having to cut those extra 8 pounds may build a little resistance. You know, maybe when he was cutting so hard, that's what makes it easier to weaken you through body shots. These guys are pretty evenly matched, and he seems to be genuinely under Canelo's skin. Canelo, for the longest, I thought was not able to get out of character and stay focused and listen to his team. But in the Bivol fight, it showed that he ignored Eddie Reynos's request from the corner. So I think the decision bet is the right way to go. On the actual show topic, I don't know if you saw my super chat, man, but I do think if we get Wilder with some confidence against Helenius, if he builds back that confidence, because the confidence didn't seem to be there the last 2 times we saw him out, then I think he could beat Usyk, and it would be crazy to think that in order to get to undisputed, we would need a 4th Wilder Fury fight, because I do believe Fury beats AJ, and I think a confident Wilder will knock out Usyk. But I think you're right, Ness. Go with that decision bet. I'm kind of leaning that way after rewatching the second fight. Triple G finished a lot stronger than I remembered, so that's very interesting. And we'll just see how it goes, man. I think Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones said, Canelo's been doing his thing the last 4 years, and Triple G's kind of only been locked in on Canelo, so let's see if that plays out. But, hey, good morning, guys. Good show. Are y'all taking callers at the Blue Wire show this afternoon so I can get my official prediction in, or how do y'all do that?
You know what? They were supposed to be addressing that. I don't know what we got to check in and see where they're at with that.
We should be able to do it.
All right. Well, if not, I'll super chat my official prediction in.
Let me ask you.
Without own numbers.
Great show, guys. I appreciate it.
Hold up.
Keep it up, fellas.
Yo, fam, hold up. Let me ask you a question.
What's up, man?
Concial Stevenson. Outcome.
To be honest, bro, I don't know enough about that to really help you, bro. I wouldn't even want to give you a false advice, bro.
Danny's too biased. Bo, what you think Stevenson's going to do? Go keep getting knockouts after the Herring fight, or is he going to go back to decision with Conceição, who gave Valdez a very tough fight?
Go back to decision with Conceição, who gave Valdez a very tough fight.
That's what I'm
But,
leaning.
I mean, it's going to be Shakur good. Obviously, he's going to win, but not by knockout,
Man.
in my opinion.
Core great, but
Yeah, great.
yeah, Core's a great fighter, but I would have to, if I'm putting money on it, I'm putting it on
Decision.
On decision.
He's a minus 182 or 83 by decision. What you think?
You said minus 182?
Minus.
So what is he for the knockout? Because minus 182.
I didn't even check because I feel like, to me, it's not realistic.
The only reason I'm asking is because of the sports books. Just curious to see what they have it. Because clearly that indicates,
Let me see here.
At least a little bit what they're thinking.
Shakur by knockout. Well, I don't even see it, bro. I see decision. Yeah, what the hell?
So they got decision, just not knockout?
Here it goes.
Oh, okay.
Shakur by knockout is a plus 145. Which I don't know that is happening.
Well, based on those odds, you'd have to say that, they favor the decision, but not by too much, They're both in the 100s, close to that even money. So,
damn, today's Thursday, bro. It's
the books at least think he can get the knockout, because it's not like it's a huge odd for the, they think he can, but they favored obviously the decision.
Shout out to Mac and Ass Cheese that just sent Eddie Hearn his DM. We gonna get this shit done.
DM Eddie Hearn.
DM Eddie Hearn, man. Let him know he can't run, man. The people
Micah,
want him
did you
here.
DM Eddie yet?
The people want him on the show,
You gotta
man.
DM Eddie Hearn.
Send proof of funds. We don't believe you DM'd them.
Danny, my man, my friend.
Yes, sir.
We got
What do
Brandon
you think?
Cincinnati on deck.
Go for it.
Nah, he on deck.
Go. I was just gonna ask Danny what he thought about my Ammo Williams money line.
Staying away from it.
Money line?
I'm staying away from it.
From Ammo.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what makes you stay
Karen?
away? Yeah, what do you
Nah.
believe?
It's too many intangibles.
Like what?
The
weather?
Outside the ring that I would not feel comfortable placing money on.
Like on him?
Yes.
So you talking about like the mental health?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though he coming off his best victory thus far.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Brandon.
So I take it you good with that fight. In your eyes, you like, yeah.
No, not really, because remember I said I watched Emma Williams footage, but I didn't get a chance to watch my Kieran Conway yet. And I think I seen Kieran before. I just he didn't stand out to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to watch my footage.
Okay.
Before I stamp it, you feel me? Brandon, here we go.
Yo, TBV, what's going on?
What up?
Yeah, I ain't got much on the topic. I don't really give a fuck. I ain't no weed smoker. So if they want to smoke, go ahead. I prefer Casamigos myself. I drink a little bit. I called because, hey, Danny, this is what I wanted to call about. Danny, who the Bears play this week?
We play Green Bay Sunday night.
Right. You want to bet something?
No, I don't actually.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. I didn't think you would. Yeah, I didn't think you would. I mean, we coming off a loss, man. Y'all coming off the win, right? You sure you don't want to bet $25, a little gentleman's bet?
I mean, unless you're giving me better than what the casino already gave me, my answer is gonna be no.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Yeah.
That's my call, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yo,
go bet with a team that ain't rebuilding.
Yo,
Do that.
Brandon in Cincinnati. Brandon.
What up?
How are you?
What up?
I need some advice here on some bets.
Can't call it.
I got a couple bets here. We got Canelo goes over 10.5, which is really 11 rounds, 1 minute 30. What you think? Hello? McFly! Get rid of this guy.
Get out of here.
Guy.
Fucking jerk.
Fucking jerk.
It sounded like, I guess he dropped his phone in the truck.
What the hell? Who's
Fucking
next,
truck.
man? I'm over here trying to get this betting advice.
Al from the Bay.
I don't even like the 10.5. I'm gonna be real. Look, 25 only makes you fucking barely $12. Is that even worth it? That's like less than half your money.
Yeah, I would just bet the over.
Well, that's what I am
Or not the
betting.
over the decision. I'm sorry.
I mean, you got 80 votes in the poll, and the poll is, do you like this parlay? Canelo decision, Emma Williams win, Diego Pacheco over 4.5. 43% says yes, 29% say no, 20% say take out Canelo, and 9% say add another pick to the parlay.
I don't want to go 4 teams, bro. Wow, they got Crawford Earl. Still ain't move. Terrence a minus 120. That makes him a bigger favorite? Or
Who?
No, more of a dog.
Minus 120?
Yeah. And Earl's minus 110. Who's the bigger favorite?
The bigger
Bud.
favorite to win is, Crawford.
You got to put $10 more on him to win 100.
So Danny may be right with the Canelo decision. Oh, what's round robin mean, Danny?
Even if you lose, if the majority of your bets win, you win.
Something.
Yeah, win something, not all the money. But if all your bets win, you still win. You win less than what you would win if you just put it in a straight parlay.
No way.
Yes, round robin is.
Why I say if I risk 50, I make 576 then?
Because that's fit. No. So if you look at total stake, that 50 is gonna be like more than $50 that you putting down.
What? Oh,
The way
shit,
they-
it is. It
yeah.
is. It's 300.
Exactly, because they put you making like multiple $50 bets. So the best thing to do is like take the amount that look at your total stake and then put the amount that you actually
comfortable.
Right. So you
These
might have instead of
fuckers.
putting 50, put like
5.
10 exactly.
And then the total is 30. And
Correct.
the total win is 57.46.
You're a fast learner. That's the way I bet when I
This
bet.
is
I gotta
true.
go round robin. Parlay, one bet, you lose one bet, everything gone. Especially on football. I do a round robin, I win every week.
I hate that they don't just give me my straight parlays, you fucking assholes. So unfair.
We got Al from the Bay on the line.
Let's
Al,
go.
what up?
Yo, what's up? Shout out to all the Bay Areans out here, straight from Pittsburgh, California. I think Shakur will get a stoppage. It's going to be later in the rounds, though, by the body. That's just my prediction on that one. Canelo haven't stopped Triple G yet, so I don't believe he's going to stop him now. So it's like, he already took his hardest punch. So, going up 8 pounds, I don't think it's going to make a difference of, Triple G getting stopped. So I wouldn't bet that part because it's like he's not going to get stopped. He might lose, but he's not going to get stopped. So that's just my presaga in that.
Yo,
can I ask you something though?
Pacheco makes it over 4.5, which is really 5 rounds, 130.
Like that's what I would bet if I was betting that. But can I ask you something, champ, before we let you go?
Well, I'm asking him that too. What do you think? Does Pacheco get over the 5.5, which really is 4.5?
I think he'll get over that.
He don't get the stoppage before that? You ain't scared he get the knockout before that?
Nah, I'm not.
Okay.
Because it's like, you gotta think about it. It's like if I don't think he's gonna come out. I think because if he come out like that, he's gonna gas out. I don't think he's gonna come out like that. So I think it's a bit. I would bet the over. For me, personally.
Me too.
You know, I don't.
Thank you, champ.
I don't bet no more because
you don't.
I don't bet no more because I'm a big gambler. But yeah, that's just my point of view.
Now I see how Vegas makes their money. Every day I walk through the Wynn, hoping to find a $5 table. In that area that we walk, like I'm not trying. I know I could find a $5 table if I go through the entire Wynn. I'm not doing that.
I don't know that you can. I'm gonna be honest.
You kidding me? Not today. Today's Thursday. It's already too late.
No.
But Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday.
I'm not saying not any casino. I just
no.
Wynn specifically.
You don't think there's a $5 blackjack table Monday through Wednesday? You tripping, man? You ain't been gambling enough.
Not at the Wynn.
We've been
going Monday through Friday.
We gonna ask today.
I ain't seen nothing less than 25.
Yeah, but it's only where we at. That's where all the big stores at. You think? All right. So those
big
tables
stores in the whole casino.
Those tables right there. What about when you go like this? Look, 1, 2, 3 over. You know what I'm saying? Over. Cause that's right there in front of like Balenciaga and all this shit.
You right, but we're gonna see today, I guess. I mean,
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Where the $5 tables at?
I'm not looking again, but yeah, I don't think that they'll have anything under $20.
Where them $5 tables at, player?
Cause let me tell you, I've been to casinos off the strip, Red Rock specifically. That shit 20 minutes from the fucking strip, and $20 on the weekend. You ain't finding shit less than $25, $20 tables. Nothing less than. So,
I actually think that we should make one bet, Bo. I think. You sent it to Eddie?
Yeah.
and shout out to Chick Chickarelli that also sent Eddie a DM. Let's go, man. Let's show him that the power is with the people. But honestly, I think it's Danny is cool with it. Bo is not.
What?
The 4.5. I think scratch that poll.
No, the 4.5. No, the over 4.5. I said was cool
for Pacheco.
Yeah.
I thought you said don't make a bet on him and all this shit.
Exactly, but then when I seen the over 4.5 said plus beside it, I was like, okay, that's not that bad. But
because I'm thinking I'm gonna scratch all bets and only fuck with that.
His opponent never been stopped before. You know what I'm saying? It's different things.
Exactly why I feel the need to go over 10.5. I mean, exactly why I feel like going to over the 4.5. I think that's the bet for today.
Right.
Okay, Who am I? The blogger said, I'll send y'all my DM of Eddie. Shout out to you.
We got C-Dub on the line.
Let's go, Alabama.
Have you seen the Mr. PBC?
Dub.
You there?
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What up?
Yo, shout out TBV, smash the like button, it's free. Do something with yourself, both from Nez, Greenwalk. What's good, man? Okay, so Canelo is going to stop Triple G, man. I'm gonna come in hot, man. Like,
we don't believe you. You need more people.
I don't know what they're thinking. Okay, don't believe me. Believe Derevchenko, man. Because Canelo fought Triple G.
I didn't know Derevchenko stopped him. I'm gonna look up that fight. My bad.
But how he whooped Triple G?
I didn't know he dropped him. I'm gonna go look at that knockdown. My bad.
But if he whooped him like that, imagine what Canelo is going to do to him now.
So I didn't know Floyd dropped and knocked out Canelo when he whooped him that bad. My bad, C-Dub. Thank you.
Canelo was a young lion. This is you're forgetting.
No, you forget.
You know, it's over.
You forget.
Time when your skills start to go down and I'm gonna give you this. Triple G may survive and make this a boring fight and get on his back foot and survive. But he is not about to trade. He's not about to be in the middle of that ring.
Triple G was able to gain an extra 8 pounds, man. Stop thinking Triple G done. You talking about a dude that's been struggling or at least making 160 his whole career. He finally got an opportunity to save 8 pounds. He's not going to be healthier? He's not going to feel happier for the weigh-in? Man, get your ass out of there with that weird ass logic. You better follow my bets and make money. Where your kitty at? Send me a screenshot of your kitty and how long you been making bets. Because you said you giving opinions with no money backing that shit. Where your money at? Where your kitty at?
You been doing well. Oh no! I bagged it up now. Money on the.
Show me your bet receipt. Show me your bet receipt.
Gotta send it to the box.
Show me your bet receipt. You out here telling my audience you telling my audience to fuck. You telling my audience Canelo getting a knockout. Show me your bet receipt, man. You betting on Canelo by knockout?
He could get the TKO. He could stop him. The ref could just stop the fight because Triple G don't.
Bro, you said you was coming in hot. Now you backpedaling.
He don't gotta get slipped.
I'm gonna let him be. I'm gonna let him be. He ain't sure no more, y'all. I'm gonna let him be.
Who we got next, bro?
He ain't sure that bet no more.
That look like it for right now.
We got our 8 o'clock guest. They did text and say it was on the way. I don't know how long that's gonna be, but let me see how far out. And in the meantime, we'll go back to these bets. So I'm definitely gonna do the Pacheco, and I feel like the Shakur, but that's high risk because Shakur's so good. You never know. You could end up with a knockout. I think Pacheco is the safe bet. I don't know how much to go in on him though.
If you bet his over, can you parlay that or no?
Nah, they ain't letting me. I've been trying to parlay that fucker all day. I wanted to parlay that with the Canelo. All I want to do is parlay that with the Canelo decision. And I would have been chilling.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely hear you. I'm just trying to think what else.
So I could parlay it on my bookie. Maybe I should not get greedy and just fuck with my bookie. They letting me do Canelo by decision,
but
Pacheco by money line.
Yeah, but they don't have the over under.
No.
Yeah, Pacheco by money line is
minus 5,000.
Like the fuck.
I know, but 68 makes you 74. Not enough for you. Also, you don't like ammo in that bet.
I just said I'm not.
Yeah, I know. You don't like ammo in the bet. You don't feel comfortable. 40 makes you 43, 39, 50. I think that's the bet, man. I swear to God, I think that's the bet. Let me go ahead and put that 50 cent on it and get that extra 13 out of their ass.
Extra 13 cents?
Mm-hmm. And everybody said that was a good parlay, right? The poll said what, 43%?
44 now.
44 now. What's that caller? Let's go to that caller before we make this bet.
Ooh.
We still waiting to see if more callers can change my mind or give me a better one.
State your name, gangster.
Yo, mic check, mic check.
On.
Mic check.
Yo.
1 2 1 2. Come on, man. He waiting for the 1 2 1 2.
Yo, what's up out the 813? Yo, what's poppin', fellas? Good morning. Bo, Danny, Ness. How y'all doing, man? Shout out to the GOAT.
What up?
Just want to chime in on this Triple G Canelo shit, man. I definitely got Canelo stopping Triple G. Late rounds to the body. Them 8 pounds ain't gonna matter shit. All that extra muscle ain't gonna do but cut the oxygen off. It's biology. Triple G ain't used to this race over here, man. Not finna step in Canelo's undisputed weight class and do no damage. It's just what it is, man. Everybody just gotta go ahead and put their money on Nello, man. That's all get rich. Hey, that's my call, man. Shout out to TBV. Shout out to my brothers in the back call. Everybody have a good Thursday. Keep the positive vibes flowing. And we're about to get this Crawford Spence announcement soon, man. Let's go, man. I'm out.
Adios.
All right. Danny, what we didn't talk about or discuss, well, same shit. What we didn't discuss is the bet team lines for Jesse Rodriguez. He's a minus 1,400 money line, which obviously you got to put $1,400 just to win 100. But the over under is minus 110 for 8.5, which is really 9 rounds and a half. Let's get a quick Google search of Israel Gonzalez, see if he has any common opponents with anybody we may know. And let's go over this because that's another little fun fight. Bam is definitely in a showcase, so he may definitely get an early knockout. But look at this amazing bet. Holy shit. I'm taking this. Holy shit. I'm doing both these bets. Bro, Jesse Rodriguez rounds 1 through 6. Guess what? Plus 220. Wow, this guy's eyebrows didn't even flinch.
What about 7 through 12?
110, but your eyebrows didn't flinch. You telling me they give you half the fight for plus money and that doesn't move you?
I just don't think it'll be the first half.
Holy shit. Who's this guy, Israel Gonzalez?
This guy's only been stopped by Jerwin Ancajas. That was in the 10th round.
He's got 4 losses.
Went the
Majority
distance
draw.
with Kali Yafa. Went the distance with Chocolatito.
Mercado. Is
So,
that? What Mercado is this?
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Just keep doing it, champ.
We got the new thumb drive.
Are you doing the mirroring?
We got the thumb drive.
See,
We're going to get it
you
right.
being hard-headed. You're doing it your way. If you do it Ness's way, that don't happen, right? Mirror.
No, that's what it is, champ.
Okay.
Thumb drive.
It is in the bag. We got to transfer the image, bro.
We're going to get it right.
True. Oncaja took 10 rounds to stop him, and that was in 2018. Since then, he's lost to Khalid Yafa in a 12 round. Chocolatico took him 12 rounds. Well, you right. He ain't no slouch. He fucking durable. The 8.5 is probably.
Whoa.
What?
How is your box rec still showing the weights without clicking on it?
Because I'm signed in.
But even when I'm signed, I'm going to just.
I mean, remember, I got a manager's account.
Bruh.
Nah, but
I got to get a manager's account because I can't keep clicking all this stuff to get through.
But are you checking on your phone or your laptop?
So on my laptop, it hadn't even been working. But on my phone, yeah, I got to click.
Yeah, phone and laptop different, but because I'm not even logged in on my laptop and
I got the weights right there.
Everything.
These fuckers won't let you parlay anything with Pacheco, man. Not even Jesse, bro.
Jesse who?
Rodriguez.
Oh, Ben. Okay.
So I think I got to update my Chrome. That's what it's saying. I'll do it later.
I wish you could parlay that, man. I'm gonna have to take this out. Can I do Jesse? You know what? Straight bet, bro. Straight bet. Oof. 220.
Blind man Brad, I know you out there listening.
I think
call in, let us know what you think, bro.
I mean, my man has been in so many fights since then. He's got 33% knockout ratio. There's no way he could keep Bam off of him. He's 33 years old.
He got that man strength.
He's got 195 rounds boxed. No way he keeps Bam off him, bro. Chocolatito ain't fight him since the 20. And you know Chocolatito ain't the same person, man. I never seen Israel, bro. I never seen this dude fight.
We know Israel gonna be swagged out though, cause he got the I got my own back _fighter issued ring attire.
He gonna be nicely dressed to get put in that box. I
don't know.
Nah, the motherfucker's durable. Everything goes decision, bro. Everything. Don't matter who he's fighting. This fucker goes to decision.
Who stopped him?
Once again, for those that don't know, this bet with Jesse Bam Rodriguez is part of the Canelo Triple G pay-per-view.
Co-main event, actually, for those of you who may have not known, this will be now Bam Rodriguez's second title defense. Obviously trains with world-renowned trainer Robert Garcia out of the RGBA. So just want to remind everybody, the only way y'all should be buying this pay-per-view is heading over to payperview.com, getting it. That's how we'll be watching it right here in studio. Not just will we be covering the Canelo card, but the entire pay-per-view. So once again, head over payperview.com to purchase yours.
You could also just click the link in our description. It is right there, and it'll obviously let payperview.com, Canelo, and Triple G know that we are here trying to support not only them, but the sport as a whole. Link in the description if you want to purchase the pay-per-view. So we're on Israel's box rec, and obviously based off this box rec, this man is durable. You know, he's durable.
Who did he get stopped by?
Ooh, durable people. I mean, he didn't even get stopped by Chocolatito.
He only got stopped by Jerwin Ancajas.
Thank you, Danny.
It was a 10th round stoppage in 2018, I believe.
But Bam is next level. Jerwin Ancajas is from Philippines. And he ain't never been in a training camp like a Bam.
He fought Chocolatito, older Chocolatito.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Do I put that $25 on Bam instead of Pacheco? $25 on Bam. I'm telling you, Pacheco's the bet. See, what you think is more likely to happen, Bo? Pacheco goes over 4.5, which is really 5.5, or Jesse gets the stoppage in the 7th through 12th?
Jesse get the stoppage and 7 through 12 sounds better to me anyway.
Because you believe in Jesse more.
I believe in both. I actually believe in both those bets, to be honest. Equally the same.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm with you, boy. And I was in my head, I'm like, fuck, man. I wish we could just parlay
it, right?
Feel me?
They fucking hating on us.
Feel me?
Motherfuckers, bro. What I got in this kitty is we on 354.
Yo, for those who want to...
I think Gonzalez with Furco box. I see him on a picture with them.
Oh, yeah, he definitely getting stopped then. Nah,
Furco box got one dude.
Who's
the
Furco
guy we seen
box?
sparring Rances? That dude a killer.
The dude you was...
Yes, the
right.
woman. Yes.
Do you remember him, Ness? The guy we seen sparring Rances?
Yes.
He wasn't doing that against Rances. That dude...
No, but that dude, but that dude that sparred Rances, and Rances was tapping him up. You know, that dude beat. He got the win on the card Saturday. You and Mike ain't go to.
That's no. He fought again. He just whooped somebody on DAZN or something.
Oh, we talking about a different dude.
Yeah, we talking about different
he's a Feder box fighter. The one that trains with Miguel Diaz. He got the win. Oh, we actually talking about a different person.
Yeah,
the one that got the win.
It sound like you talking about Oscar.
I think it's Israel some shit, but he hadn't fought in 3 years. That's what Miguel Diaz was telling me. Actually.
Yeah, not that dude. That dude ain't the one I'm talking about. But I do like him as well.
All right, I'm making all 3 of these bets. There's no reason to wait. I'm gonna take the Pacheco 4.5. I'm putting 25 on it.
25.
Jesse 7 through 12. Plus 110, I'm putting 29 on it.
29.
And then on my bookie, we going to make that other bet that they letting me make. And we going to put 40 on it. I got 40 on it.
You betting big bucks for the big fight.
40 on Canelo by decision. Pacheco to get the win. Austin Williams to get the win. 40 makes you 44. Danny don't like that one. That's plus money. I don't believe Canelo's getting that knockout. Them other two dudes definitely gonna get them money line wins. So this bet would be me yelling at Canelo to motherfucking get the decision win and not step on the gas too much.
Who is Ted the Skydiver? He just sent proof of funds that he messaged the one and only Eddie Hearn and told him to stop ducking.
Okay.
Time for him to make an epic return.
Okay. Let me see. My betting groups. Are y'all listening to me? They said my betting group just hit me. My man Raphael. He says $20 single bet on Saul to win in round 7. You tripping. He ain't Ryan Garcia. Fuck wrong with you? When has Canelo ever knocked somebody out in the 7th?
What round he knocked Amir Khan out in?
6.
And that was Amir Khan, a fucking featherweight.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm trying to think. Liam, maybe. He
was-
got Yildirim in 3, and then he got Rocky in 3, and then I want to say Liam maybe 9.
Yo, my man made a long play bet. My man put Canelo by TKO, Terry Harper by decision, Conor Ben to money line, and Gilberto Ramirez money line. You tripping. You're going to be waiting all your life for that money. But 20 makes him 1,000. That's a lot of money.
$20?
Yeah.
Can you say the bet again? Because
Yeah.
I got to hear that.
And why'd you? Because maybe I was just gonna
Sound
ask.
like he on the
Why'd
zone.
you say?
He ain't on the sun. Canelo
I gotta
ain't getting
hear
no
it.
knockout.
No, I was gonna.
You going to spend
I'm
$20
saying, let me
on
hear the whole bet. Let me hear the whole bet. Just run through
All
it,
right,
please.
Canelo by knockout or disqualification. Terry Harper by decision or technical decision. Conor Ben money line. Gilberto Ramirez money line. 20 makes you $1,094, $19.
I get to $20 only, but that's far-fetched.
Yeah.
Zerto got to beat Bivol.
And Canelo got to get a knockout. That's the biggest.
And
That's the
what was
biggest
the one before
far-fetched.
before
Conor
Bivol?
Ben.
I already
Conor
closed
Ben
that
got to beat
shit.
Eubank Jr. That's
I already
that's kinda
closed that
far-fetched.
shit. That shit is mad unrealistic.
If it happened, you'll be a rich man for like a week or a day.
For like a day.
My man just literally tell you like, what you think, and I said no.
Yo, since we in studio,
Do we have a guess?
no, I was gonna say, did
'Cause
you
it's
want to play?
8:16.
Did you want to play that?
They running
video?
behind schedule. They 4
Did you
minutes
wanna-
out.
Did you want to play that video of David Garcia? Because I know you tried to play it at the win, but couldn't.
The Instagram?
Yeah.
Sure, send it to me.
Got your hat.
My man said, what could I switch? Guess what I wrote?
Everything.
You ain't lying. Yo, somebody stop me. Do I make these bets or not? I'm clicking it. Fuck that. Let's go. You only live once.
You know what I'm saying?
You only live once, Bo.
For
We
sure.
gonna run through them again.
All right. From the top, Danny.
Pacheco versus Enrique Colasso. $25 makes you $25.
But it's not specifically Bo recommended.
What? You just said,
Bro,
my
you
man a
just-
flip flopper.
you legit just
flip flopper
vouched for it.
You a flip flopper, man.
You just
it's all
vouched
good.
for it.
It's all good. He flip flopping.
You was like, yeah, when I seen the
I'm
over was
clicking this
plus
shit.
money.
I'm
hell
clicking
yeah.
this shit.
I like that, bro.
Honestly, Danny, you know Rodriguez more than me, and you just swayed me. You know I'm on record. Like, this is me emphasizing that I was initially going with 1 through 6 because of the youth of Rodriguez, the lack of power of his opponent. Yes, he's lasted 12 rounds with durable names, but I think Rodriguez, being the Mexican version of Lomachenko, can get it done under 6. So I'm standing on that again and asking you guys to think about everything I just said, and are you sure 7 through 12 is the better bet?
You the one placing your money.
I know that.
I
know, but
okay.
I'm saying after considering, you know, them angles your man puts in, and the dude in front of him got 33% knockout ratio, Danny. Are you not at least given the benefit of the doubt that Bam may be too youthful, too young, too many angles, 22 twos like Jay-Z?
Yeah, you know I fuck with Bam. Bam a bad motherfucker, but no, I mean I think it won't be 1 through 6. Yeah, I just don't think it'll be 1 through 6. I think it'll be the second half of the fight. He didn't get Soren Visa out to round 8, but it is a rather quick turnaround.
Our
though.
guests are here, Micah. If you could,
You know, so for me, if I was placing money, I would go 6 through 12, but
let me get a poll, Bo. There's no rush. We got our guests coming in. There's no rush. Give me a poll. Jesse Rodriguez versus Israel Gonzalez. 1 through 6 plus 220. 7 through 12.
Hold on, bro. This is getting complex. Give me a second.
You good?
Yeah. Larry Smooth 410 $2
You ain't-
super
you ain't-
chat
you ain't
says
gotta-
Bam by KO
No,
in
I
later
can do it.
rounds a good bet.
So that's 7 through 12.
I mean, yeah, later rounds, I guess.
7
it ain't
through
1 through
12.
7. Yeah. If we talking about them two, it's gonna be 7 through
second
12.
half of the
Yeah.
fight. Second half of the fight.
All right, so here we go. Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening for the rest.
What's the better bet? 1 through 6 plus 220. 1 through 7. 7 through 12 plus 110.
And we should be having our first and second guests of the day, Justin and Christian Biggs, in the building.
You said that's plus 110, correct?
For 7 through 12, yes. Or put that third option. Bam going to decision. Because this dude did go to decision with other tough names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really like these bets. I ain't on front, but I'm letting y'all convince me out. Looks like they got in the building somehow without waiting for Micah and are roaming around, Bo, talking about what floor. So, I don't know.
Interesting. Let me reach out. So we will take a quick intermission and get both guests, situated in studio, get their cameras adjusted and whatnot. And we'll be right back.
I'm going to, we'll stick around until they actually find them. Oh, I think they did. So we will take that intermission that obviously Danny spoke about, and we'll be right back with our two guests.
A score to settle. Canelo versus Triple G. Controversy, brutality, hostility. For glory. For the trilogy. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3, September 17th.
Streaming live on ppv.com. Order now.
A score to settle. Canelo versus Triple G. Controversy, brutality, hostility. For glory. For the trilogy. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3, September 17th.
Streaming live on ppv.com. Order now.
A score to settle. Canelo versus Triple G. Controversy, brutality, hostility. For glory. For the trilogy. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3, September 17th.
Streaming live on ppv.com. Order now.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are joined by the Biggs family doing big things without a doubt. This is Christian Biggs and Justin Biggs, and they both just launched their podcast, Sibling Rivalry. What's it called?
It's called Biggs versus
Biggs. Biggs versus Biggs. I'm sorry.
I'm the first Biggs, and he's the second Biggs on it. That's what everybody likes to say, but everybody knows.
Okay. Well, I mean, you are the older brother.
I am, yeah.
But I'm more so you're bigger than Biggs.
I'm big, yeah. I'm bigger than the. Yeah. I'm more handsome and I'm taller. So.
So, guys, man, it's a pleasure to have you in studio, and I'm happy that you guys chose us, to come on and talk about this new partnership with P. Diddy and Revolt, and I'm super stoked to just hear about. That collaboration, that connection, how did it come about, and putting not only that out there to the world, but where they can find your show, how they can tune in, what's the scheduled dates of your releases per week? Is it every day, weekly, once a week? Is it monthly? So tell us.
Well, it's every week on Thursdays.
Okay.
We're on. Matter of fact, we have a Taste Thursday, right? It's so early. It's Vegas. Yeah. It's today at 12. It's coming out, a very special episode. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, you're going to love it, Ness. You guys going to love it. You guys going to love it. And, we were just in the boxing world, man, just doing what we were doing. And some people reached out. And we were working with the All Call Outs platform for a while doing that, And we just had the idea. And Revolt was just so gracious to allow us to, partner with them. Because I just feel like we need, boxing needs more stuff, more platforms like this. Like what you guys are doing, the Breakfast Club of boxing is amazing. I had to come here. How can I have a podcast if I don't come here?
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So we doing the Drink Champs thing over there, and we're trying to bring it and collab the culture. And like I always found it crazy, right? A lot of fighters, even from my city, world champions, walk around and a lot of people don't know who they are. 30-something fights, and I started getting a lot of recognition at, let's say, 5 fights with the little amount that I had, because I was like, just outside and within the culture. So I think that's what we're doing here with the Biggs versus Biggs platform, just bringing that cultural feeling to boxing.
So where are you guys taping?
Oh, we're taping in New York, and you can hear us on all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So it's pretty dope. You can find us everywhere.
We're actually the only sports podcast on Revolt Podcast Network.
We are?
That's huge.
The only one. The one and only.
Yeah.
That's huge. Now, was podcasting something that you wanted to do before the opportunity with Revolt, or was that meeting what led to the podcast? Like, you guys should do this.
I seen you doing it, and I said, yeah, I got to get into this. No, but, we had someone, my man, Frankie and Eric, they came up to us. They do a lot of video work with us, and they were like, "Yo, you guys should do a podcast." So one day we went and we set up and everything, and then I think the pandemic hit, and then it kind of just fizzled out, and then the opportunity with this came along. So it was like, "Yo, this is perfect,"
For sure. What has the experience been like? What were the expectations going into it, and what has the reality been so far?
I think our expectations were set pretty realistically. When you're starting something new, we've never done it before. But I think it just came about because it's something that we've always done, just love to talk passionately about boxing. And I never agree with this guy because he's not very smart. So it just came about very, very naturally. And I mean, actually, Eric, Frankie were one of the first people to tell us to do a podcast. But a lot of people told us, you guys should do something with your boxing knowledge, because I like to think we're not like average boxers when it comes to our IQ with the sport. And we definitely want to express that to the audience and everyone so they can just enjoy it like we enjoy it at home.
Being as though that both of you have been trained, mentored, and are around Yoel Judah, have you had an opportunity to talk to him about his experience in Australia, being there with Devin Haney?
That was episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was episode 1, guys. Check it out. We talk about that, him being the only trainer to train 2 undisputed champions. And there's a lot of history in that. And it was an amazing experience, the way he describes it. Them defeating the odds. Shout out to Devin. doing that. And even we went back speaking about him and Zab and how they defied the odds in back then. So it's just an amazing story, man.
So do you guys have a studio location, or are you out the house right now until it grows, or does
New York?
Yeah,
but
we had a couple different locations. So we try to depending on where the people we're going to interview are, we kind of move around to try to do that,
So you really like $1 million worth of game. They come to the people and they set up.
Okay,
I ain't going to say that. I don't know enough about them. I've watched one or two episodes that cater to boxing that he has been on location.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I don't even know that they have like
so they always go wherever they go?
The shit I've seen, I don't know, I'm sure there's episodes I haven't seen, but I always see them on the go. So
our studio don't look like this, though. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, this is banging.
This is crazy. Our stuff don't look like this yet.
Top notch.
After the first season, we'll see where we're at, but it don't look like this. This is crazy.
This is like 11 years in the making, man. So you already know it doesn't. I mean, you guys have a leap, and that's kind of the story I want. As a business person, I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
Who came a knocking? Like, how'd the partnership with Revolt and Diddy come about?
Okay.
Tell him,
well, we got shout out to $8, man.
Okay. Your uncle stay doing his thing.
Everything go through big bro, and it's just like we just boxing. One thing I have to say about boxing, which is incredible, being on the front lines, I was able to meet so many different people, and shout out to my man JJ that put everything together for us and made it very comfortable. And at the end of the day, man, you have to sit with the execs and you have to tell them why this is gonna work. And my thing is, I felt that partnering with Revolt would bring validity, and then having someone guys that are actually in this, that boxing, that know about boxing, and like the new media thing, like we're the first ones to, I believe, do that. I know Sean was fighting a little bit as his podcast when I was Sean to Sean Porter, but now like we're really in the thick of it, fighting November 5th, and people are going to experience like our story while we're commenting on other fighters. And I love it because if I say something about a fighter, I think it's beautiful because they don't like what I say. We always can fight, So, and I understand them as well because I feel for them. So I just love that aspect of it.
So have you had fighters get upset over shit you've said on the podcast yet? Or?
Nobody yet. Today's episode, people gonna be upset.
Really? Why?
People gonna be upset, man.
Who's dropping on today's episode, and what's the conversation about? Not too much details because you guys got to go subscribe and tune in.
I gotta ask you, have you heard about the Barclays Brawl?
Oh, good, because that's the one I seen. Not the episode, but obviously you guys put out a short.
Yeah.
And I got to and I followed David. And I did see that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, until yesterday that you dropped that short, I didn't know that was Rockman getting beat up.
Wow.
Wow. Well, you know what?
And I'm going to say beat up because it looked like he got scooped.
Scooped up.
He got scooped.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, Flats hit him from the stairs. So he got the leverage on Rockman Jr. So he's above. He's like 3 steps up. Boom. Hooks him. Goes under, scoops him, and jumps down off the fucking stairs, bro.
Wait, it was Flats?
Bro, I thought it was blood. I seen that they was in Brooklyn. I'm like, oh, that's some dude. He's a blood because my man Rockman was all red. I'm like, oh, shit.
He came for blood.
I said, oh, shit, David Flats. But like, this dude is serious because I've met him in Atlanta and shit like that. He always talking that all call out. He on some. And I'm like, wow, he really like that. It was like a movie. Rockman coming up the stairs, he coming down the stairs, and it was no talking. He like, boom, scooped his big ass. But look, Rock got up and was on top. But, David's pretty good grappling. Like, he was able to get up and kind of like swing the fuck around. And I don't know. Give me some detail. That shit was crazy.
So that story, we all have the same trainer.
All team judo.
Team judo, right? So that story
That's true. Even Hassan Rockman.
Yeah, he's with us too. Shout out to him with this fight with Vitor. So look, we're all training, and all call-outs is popping. The pandemic is popping, and what happens on all call-outs when you're one of the main guys on there? Like I was on there a lot. I had the first argument with another fighter, and people really want to pull up on you. And I guess Flat being the host of the show, Rockman wanted to pull up on him, and it was supposed to just be sparring. But somehow sparring always turns into, when people can't get their hands on each other, I'm going to do this when I see you. So then that transformed into something else. And there's a lot of stories in boxing like this, y'all. If y'all really like, between Mike Tyson stories, and there's so much stuff that doesn't get covered.
Yeah.
You know, but I just think being like around everybody and having great relationships, you know, we heard a lot. So there's two sides of the story. Rockman, he is coming on the show. We got Flat side. I cannot give someone with this platform let one person talk and not the other person.
For sure.
So Rock is gonna come on. And it's an interesting story, man. I can't say anybody got beat up, but it was an interesting story.
What? So what? There's more to than that clip?
No, that's what I'm trying. It's so much more than a clip. It's so much more. Like, and this is not even just for promo. We were interviewing him, and if you could see our faces, it was like, oh like this is so deep, and so many more people were involved in it than we initially thought. So, you know, shout out to Flat for really giving his 100% authentic view of what happened, because we got a lot of insight. I want you to listen to it, so I don't want to tell you too much.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of, even there's a certain street element to it that we don't endorse, but it's definitely there. So, yeah, it's going to be.
We broke the story.
What made y'all want to dib and dab into that?
You know, I just.
And the reason I'm asking, right, is being in boxing. There's a lot of shit that never hits the news, never makes it out there. And I think it's certain shit shouldn't be out there. So did you guys have any fear? You know, because I'm not saying it's a slippery slope, but it's something that at the end of the day ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
It's cultural, so it's like it's like if I'm interviewing someone, right, I have to understand what they kind of like bring to the table. So as we're doing the interview, it didn't start out like, yeah, let's talk about this situation, but it transforms to where the guest wants to go with it, you know. And sometimes people like this is
you guys didn't get him on to talk about that then.
No.
Honestly, truthfully, I hoped he would talk about it, but I didn't know how much of it he would talk about.
We did.
So it wasn't like the shit happened and y'all picked up the phone.
No, this is months ago.
This happened when Tank versus Rollies.
Yeah. But see,
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
So it was
When you're doing this is the aspect of when you're doing it's too many, like you guys, I like what you're doing. There's too many boring boxing shows. There's too much trying to be like, one, I'm not scared of anybody. Two, I have to bring something different to the table. You know, and people want to speak about certain situations because someone will have a preconceived notion about something and never get their story out. And that's not fair either. Just like sparring. Something may happen in sparring, a guy say he did this, did that, drop clips of me, and it's not even true. So if you're sometimes just so humble and like, yeah, I don't really talk about sparring. This guy say he punched my head off. I'm going to talk about how I punched his head off and how we could do it for real. So that's just my take on it. Like, some episodes are just straight. It's just whatever people want to talk about. Okay. You know, that's how I look at
it. And that's why I was asking, because it just came off like y'all got him on for the reason. Like, that was the only reason y'all got him on.
Nah. He has a show called All Callouts, and I was stating
I've seen it.
In the beginning. See, All Callouts is a certain type of show that I produced, right? And it's for that demographic. This show is right in the middle. There's other shows that are different, but it's cultural. You know, people want to talk about these type of things.
So what other things are you guys looking to do with your platform? Because obviously, bringing awareness to yourselves is one. Right. But like you said, Sean Porter is retired. I thought about it because I'm like, Sean been doing, but it's like, you guys are now coming up on the rise, so a little bit different. So what other things are you guys looking to do with the platform?
Well, we wanna highlight a lot of the aspects of boxing that don't get highlighted. A lot of the media personalities or the journalists that have been working diligently for years in the sport, that I don't really get to see them talk a lot either. So it's gonna be a few episodes that we have on that side of on the spectrum.
And what do you mean by that you don't get to see some of the media members speak?
Like, I don't know Ellie Sekback's story. I don't even know Nestor or your story, but you guys are very important pillars of the sport. And I think a lot of people would be very interested to see and hear what you have to say. And the last thing about the Rahman Flat situation was their beef got squashed. So that was a big part of why we even put it on our platform, because it's not like they're still guns blazing at each other. So, but yeah, that's what I meant by.
And you know, a lot of these fighters too. I'm gonna just say this, which I don't like. A lot of these fighters they like to bully, even NBA, right? They like to bully media people,
right?
You know,
this is true.
So if you put something out, and I'm gonna ask you about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. But if you put it out, it's my business, because you put it out for everybody. If I put something out, and so like you know, Nessa, you asked me about the Revolt situation. I put it out. How am I say? How am I not want to, you know, speak about it? So I'm not I refuse to be bullied by any fighter. That's off rip. Because if you don't like what I say, we can spar, we can fight, we can do whatever. So that's what I think makes it like a unique place that I'm in. Because I'm still, you know, getting busy, but I understand how it is when certain things are asked to me, you know. But we do a plethora of things. Like we have, we're debating about different boxing topics, but we're covering everything. Like we're talking about Triple G is fighting Canelo. Like I don't want to see that, you know. But I feel like I can really say how I truly feel, because I'm not afraid of what people are gonna say.
Do you guys believe that there could be something you say that, forget the fighter, pisses off the promoter? Because at the end of the day, they the ones that sign it. They put in the events together.
They're gonna do, whoever's popping, they're gonna use you. As you see, look at you gotta stand out in this sport.
I like them.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand out. You can't be the I'm already in a weird position. Like us, let's talk about us African American fighters. They believe you don't sell tickets. They believe your people don't support you. And no matter how great you are, the greatest fighter right now, Terrence Bud Crawford, they're talking about he needs to speak out more. But he has all these consecutive knockouts. He's beaten 11 Olympians already, and is far beyond.
That's the difference, though. It's either you want to call him the greatest fighter in the world, you know, that's cool. He ain't a superstar though.
But why is he not a superstar?
Because he don't speak out more.
But if he was, Miguel Cotto didn't speak out that much.
He had a country behind him.
Exactly. We have our people too, but it's the way that we're promoted. They're throwing fights in areas that don't help.
That may be true, but it's also how many sports does Puerto Rico have that are bigger than boxing?
The NBA is full of black guys, and they're shining, but they're promoting the crap out of those black guys. And just like when I was promoting, I was throwing fights. Why am I going to throw a fight somewhere that it's not a big demographic of these type of people? When I do it in Atlanta, sold out. When I'm in the airport, everybody, they're taking pictures with me. It's the way that they're thinking.
Well, why Shakur ain't sell out?
He went to Atlanta with Herring.
Matter of fact, why they only did 4,000 tickets?
Well, I don't know. For me to speculate, right? My father used to always tell me, our father's our first trainer, close the show. You got to close the show. You got to your performance has to also speak for you as a fighter.
Man, but
so
was Floyd closing the show?
But Floyd, because of he was when he was younger. And you know, Floyd was knocking everybody out when he was younger, and there was a situation where in MGM Grand they had a picture of Britney Spears. He said, "I want that on the side of the building." He's been champion since he was 19 years old, and they didn't give it to him. Then Floyd made that transition to change the way he was approaching it and said, "Okay, look, guys are getting bigger. I'm gonna talk crazy. I'm gonna change my name to money." Some fighters are an acquired taste. They're jazz. They're very good. They're defense first. And they're going to touch you up, and they're going to get out of there. That's their mindset, right? And they're, over time, if they consistently win, you're going to have to let them in because they're going to keep beating your best fighters. Then there's the other guys who are killers. You know, the Terrence Crawfords of the world, the Errol Spencers of the world. Immediately as you see them, you go, I got to see this guy.
Deontay
Wilder. They're I call them the last action heroes. They're going in there for blood.
And every time.
But those acquired taste guys sometimes will beat those guys who are offense first, trying to put on the show. Me, I'm trying to knock you out. You know, and if I can't knock you out, I'll go, okay, cool. This guy don't want to go. I'm gonna just get this win. But I want to be the best fight of the night. I want to be a knockout artist. That's how when I come in the ring.
But doesn't that put pressure on you?
No, because
of course it does. Of course,
not
it
me,
does.
bro. Speak for
I
yourself.
think it puts pressure on any fighter to go in there thinking I have to do a certain thing in order for people to watch me fight. But that's the sport. This is what it's about.
Let me ask you. You just brought up Bud, right? And I think the world of Bud. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. You know, we've had Bomac here the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And I asked him. I said, Bomac, with all the fighters you've trained and all the fights you've been in, I know there's been at least one fight where you like, yeah, we know we're gonna walk through this guy. And he was like, nah. So, that being said, for A, do you believe him? And B, do you think like maybe you should kind of go into it with it in the back of your mind, like damn, like I am putting this pressure on me.
You should train like everybody's Godzilla. That's one, right? I go in every fight like everybody's super, super dangerous because I understand that people are not going to check for me no more. They're going to say I wasn't that good if I slip. But I live in the belief system of this. If this person makes a mistake and I catch this person, it's a high probability that they're going to sleep. It's not that I'm saying that all I'm about is knockouts. I can win in so many different ways. But I know I could punch. And there's certain guys that just can't punch.
What do you guys think of Andre Ward as a fighter?
Cool. Andre Ward's a great fighter.
I personally was never
a fan.
I admire him and the things that he's done, but personally he was never like one of my favorite fighters. But upon watching him again, I'm like, wow, he really break people down, like turn great fighters into seemingly average fighters. So much respect to him. But no, personally, I was never.
He's he's the last man to win a gold medal in boxing for this country.
True.
Why is it that you guys believe that he didn't become a superstar?
I feel he left too soon. He left all these fights on the table, man. He could have fought Canelo. He could have fought Triple G. He left him on the table.
But you don't think
he could have been fighting Bivol? He could have fought.
You don't think at the point where
right
he
now,
was
he
in his career,
Arthur Beterbiev.
Multiple division world champion,
He was young.
13-year
He
professional.
was young. Google him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You don't think in 13 years he did enough to become a superstar?
No.
He won the Super 6.
I think
as well, right?
Yeah, he beat.
He won the Super 6 on Showtime, which was a secondary network to HBO at that time. Like, none of the shit he did matters in the grand scope of things.
The only reason I'm asking
is
there's this famous.
You won a tournament that they created because that division wasn't popping.
You know the reason
they were
I'm
killers
asking.
there though.
The reason I'm asking.
Yeah, Arthur Abraham was a killer. Jermaine Teller had some knockouts.
The thing itself is beyond the point. The reason I'm asking is because I feel like he could have been that superstar. At the time he retired, he would have been a superstar.
Based off what?
Had he opened his mouth more, like. Bro, people in this country don't pay to watch you win. They pay to watch you lose.
But Andre Ward's biggest win is like Kovalev.
But that's not true, though. I have to say that's not true.
What?
No. Kovalev's the biggest one. That's
Great
true.
win, yeah.
It's just who you are. It depends on your demographic.
No.
If you're, I think that he could have done more. I do think he could have done more.
Hell yeah.
But he did do a lot. And also, it's your style of fighting.
My
he
God,
just was in the wrong era.
Let me
Justin.
tell you. To this
let
day,
me get this off, please. He was in the wrong era. What happened was he was in the era where you weren't allowed to be a draw. Remember when Andre Ward was fighting in Oakland, people were mad like, "Oh, he got home court advantage." They forced him out of his home. Now Tank is embraced. Oh, they want him in Atlanta. Take him wherever. Triple G, right? They give you now. You're a draw. Come on, Ryan. Come to San Antonio. You're a draw. Come to your people. When it was Ward, get away from your people.
Yeah,
it's
but
different.
Tank is
different era.
Tank is guerrilla-fied though. Tank is like
guerrilla-fied.
Like there's certain fighters out there, man, that they really are putting those performances on to where you're like, yo, he might kill somebody tonight. And see, Ward, those type of guys, like the people that are affected by the Ward era, right? You have a lot of fighters that are doing one step forward, one step backwards. Like it's like a tippy toe type of fighting that is very defensively sound.
Mm-hmm.
And usually later on, those styles will beat those guys that are big punchers because they're looking for those big shots. Usually, if that puncher is not someone exceptionally special, but it's going to take them to get in the ring with a guy that's knocking everyone out, and then they get in there with him, and then like Kovalev Ward, right? I thought the first fight was very close. I thought Kovalev had won it originally, right? Second fight, Ward did his thing. Eventually, his style overcame because Kovalev didn't knock him out. People were like, okay, he won. That's how I think.
I just feel that, and I was at both those fights. I feel that I just used Ward as an example because he accomplished on paper a lot. But I feel that in this country, in order for you to get to a superstar status, you got to have more people paying to watch you lose than to watch you win. Like you brought up Cotto, but and I brought up how boxing is so huge to the Puerto Rican community, to their people. They truly, support. You get what I'm saying? My homegirl from Dallas, she ain't never heard of Earl Spence before she came over here. You get what I'm saying?
Wow, yes,
he doing 50,000. I've been there. He just did 40 in April. I was there. But it's like Earl's a rather quiet guy. You don't really hear too much about him. He ain't really getting into it with people online and nothing like that. Yo, people pay to watch you lose. And I think there's an interview Dan Rayfield did, and he said it. He's like, Floyd could have been loved and embraced by the American people coming out of the Olympics, and he chose not to do that. Ward, chose something else.
How did Floyd chose not to be loved and embraced?
Well, no, I mean he chose the pretty boy than the money. Like he chose to, the shit talk and the.
I don't think he chose it.
It wasn't working.
No, none of those. You guys are forgetting he was robbed, so he had disdain. So of course. Pretty Boy was born because it was a fuck you attitude. You robbed me in the Olympics. He cried. Of course, he took an attitude. He had a chip on his shoulder after you robbed me of what I worked my entire life for. Yeah, I got a chip on my shoulder. Now I got an attitude. He was a nice guy. Look at all the documentaries they got with him and his dad. He was
nice.
He was a very nice, well-spoken. Yeah. Nah, I just want to be a world champ. Like super nice is when they robbed him and he crying in front of the world. I think, and it doesn't make me right.
I think maybe y'all both right. Maybe it's one part that, another part that. But also when it comes to stars in the sport, great fighters need great adversaries a lot of times to make them
a nemesis. You need a nemesis.
I believe if Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford do fight, their superstars will be born. That's what I believe.
What's the bigger fight, Tank and Ryan or Earl and Crawford?
I think Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
That's the better fight, but Tank is so within his people. That's the thing. It's the people got him. Like when he fights, everyone comes out because he's marketed on the right platforms,
which is the internet.
And it's also black internet.
Yo, but it's crazy though because if you look at it now, and I'll say this about Tank, at least the last 3 years, he's been one of the most private fighters on the internet. Like
he barely posts.
Like he barely posts shit.
He posted more on his TikTok than anything else.
He might even if he tweet, he might delete the shit. Yesterday he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He said, "You get what I'm saying?" So it's like we don't even know. Like to me, Tank ain't. Tank 1,000,000% reaches the people, but he not out here with the people.
You know how he's doing it though? Everything that Floyd figured out, his marketing team has passed it down to Tank. And when you look at a lot of these young fighters, right? All the young ones, know what they're doing, right?
I don't know. Floyd was so active on social media all the time to this day,
and in the public.
It's the PR and the marketing tools that they're using because they're promoting him very well, right? And when you look at these young fighters coming up, right? If a lot of people don't know, have never seen these kids fight, but they know when they buy a new chain, a watch, they know who their girlfriend is, and their girlfriend is usually someone within.
Nah, for sure.
That so when I see that, I'm like, you're doing the right thing.
Then you have the greatest fighter of our era backing him, promoting him. So it's just a certain level of validity that comes with
and
that.
And he knocked people out.
But people like to complain and say that Tank's not happy with Mayweather Promotions and that Mayweather Promotions doesn't promote, and that outside of Tank, who does Mayweather have?
How can he promote a lot of those other guys though? Realistically, I mean, some of the other roster that I've seen, it's just like if you're a puncher, you should be carried by being a puncher. That should be pretty much it. Yo, you're a puncher. Yo, that guy's going to get TV time. He's doing his thing. If you're not a puncher, I feel like you have to be a showman. You have to do tricks. You have to, like, see Paulie?
Nah, I disagree, champ. I ain't gonna lie to you. Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions have put people in positions that nobody else could have got them people in them positions.
But they haven't made another Tank.
No, they haven't. They haven't. But what I'm saying is they've had talent that on paper was lesser than previous talent, but the previous talent was more known because it's promoted. For example, Badu Jack. You get what I'm saying? How it like, and I take nothing away, great career, but it's like, yo, Richardson Hitchens was an Olympian. You get what I'm saying? He's in that life.
Nice. He's nice.
You get what I'm saying? All that, like he Tank little brother, like, but my man's on Twitter pleading for a fight. Please put me in the ring.
That's wrong. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we've heard fighters say it. Some people may agree, but they just feel that
Lonnie B complains.
Well, no, I was gonna say
Mickey Bay complains.
I was gonna say specifically how basically once Floyd retired, how the promotion wasn't as much, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, I've been covering the sport. I've been living out here. Yo, Mayweather Promotions used to do 2 shows a month at Sam's Town. Used to do 800 to 1,000 people every time.
But when like sometimes with these companies, right? Me promoting,
and that's promotion.
Me promoting. When the budget is not there, and you got guys that are good fighters, they're gonna take time because it's an acquired taste. They're gonna beat some punchers, and you're gonna accept them later on. Then you have guys putting people on posters. You have a TV slot. Who are you going to put on? You're going to put on the guy putting people on posters. Every time you go out there, if you are not a puncher, I tell everybody, do something amazing. Do a trick. Be defensive. I don't know. Wear a flashy outfit.
Say something crazy.
For real.
Because if you're not putting guys on posters, I don't want to see you personally. I'm going to just keep it 100. If I can go out to the club on Saturday.
So you don't watch much boxing then, because we not getting knockouts like that.
I watch it because it's like,
we watch it because we're connoisseurs of the sport.
Yeah,
you learn a lot. But realistically speaking, it's like really a 5 or 6, maybe 10 fighters I really want to see when I'm like, oh, they're about to fight.
Yeah,
like Better BF, NOE.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let me ask you guys this. When you look at it, do you know, when you look at guys like Tank, like Ryan, just whoever it is in the sport, do you guys look at it like, and not saying that y'all want to be them, but do y'all look at it like, oh, I wanna have his star power, or I wanna have his skills?
I don't feel like you're that. This is my thing, right? If you have not figured out how to, knocking people out is about distribution of weight. It's about turning punches over. It's about going into the fire, not going out the fire. Some people, I've always had to think of, oh man, well you got a right hook and you do this. I'm like, I figured out how to turn my punches over. I'm the same weight as everybody else, but it's a skill. It's a knockout artist. It's artistry.
So you don't think none of that's God gifted? Like people say, Tank is God gifted with that knockout ability.
Some of it is, but it's really distribution away. Look how he hit Pedraza with that hook.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's science, right? Like you're saying. So you need a certain amount of force to produce a knockout, which is why a lot of times in those smaller weight classes, a lot of guys like Bam, Chocolatito, we would love their fights because it's action packed. They just banging for 12 rounds, but they can't produce the force to get the knockout.
Anyways, putting you on a, I'm telling you, he's grillified.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same thing. It's like, we have a very small amount of people, just like anyways. How many lightweights is getting knockouts on a consistent basis?
Triple G was amazing, but Triple G beats you up. And it's just, he's touching you so much that he's breaking you down.
Better BF as well. Yeah.
Better BF is not, I don't see him with, it's just your mentality. It's just how much you focus on the sport. You go, I'm hit this guy this amount of times. Above 50%, you're going to get a stoppage or a knockout. I don't want to see, to be real, a guy tapping another guy. Because you ever had a girl over and you talking about boxing and you have a shorty over and she's watching some bullshit? Like, you're like she's falling asleep.
You trying to put her on and
you could have went to the club.
Bro, let me tell you.
You had a section, you could have went to the club.
No, for sure. Look, let me tell you, bro would tell you, I used to really dress up for the fights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Bro, the flyest, to this day, the flyest. I got some custom velour pants. I had a silk shirt, got the chest open. You feel me? We had the section for the club after the fight. Let me tell you, bro, it was Rances Barthélemy versus Robert Easter. I ain't gonna lie, I have never, as a media member, come out. You get what I'm saying? I love that, and I see the attraction of that. But for me, as a diehard, not trying to sell it to. It's just I'm taking the box over the puncher. Not
really
95 out of 100.
Yeah, me too. For you to witness yourself, like to watch the fight.
To win.
Or you talking about
to win? No, you're right about that. Well, a great boxer will be the great puncher.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
You know, and that is why for me, when it comes to I just feel like people pay to watch you lose. So I feel like if you do it the right way. Even if you're not a knockout artist, and even if you're not Floyd Mayweather, if you do it the right way, you still, like, I know they call us the Haney voice, whatever, but, bro, he only 23 years old.
Yeah.
I would say he's one of the top 10, top 15 most popular names, or, because it's just like you said, it ain't just boxing, it's things outside of the boxing. Last night, he just did the GQ Top 10 Essentials. I think there may have been, maybe Canelo and Tank, the only two other boxers that did it.
He's doing it right. He's doing it right.
They've been doing it for a long time, properly.
In his development, like you get your man strength. There's development. I think he'll go on to be getting more and more stoppages, right? More and more stoppages, more knockouts. I'm just saying, like, we have to be real about this boxing thing. Boxing is dying because I don't look at certain, like Terence Crawford. I don't say, oh, he's a puncher. I look at Terence like I looked at Leonard, and he can box, he can punch. He's complete. Like I look at Tank like Tank is complete, right? There's some guys the boy could box. We've seen it with Cruz. We've seen it with Rollies, right? We've seen it with Mario Barrios. He can box just as good as anybody else, but he can punch. So. I don't look at them so limited. And that's the thing I really didn't like about the sport. You start knocking guys out, you're just a puncher. Nah, I can do everything. There's certain guys that can do everything. Then there's certain guys that are just punchers. But let's keep it real. The sport is dying because it's not being promoted that well. And then guys are not going in there and getting violent.
I wouldn't say it's dying though. I would say that it's just opened up another door for like the celebrity boxing stuff.
I can't say dying with all the growth that we've got.
Well, because you got guys like Jake Paul knocking people out.
But not even
he's
Jake
about the
Paul.
heart, I think, of boxing, I guess we're trying to say.
I just feel like, Fox got involved. Like people been saying boxing was dying since HBO, and then it's like Fox is involved, ESPN is involved, DAZN got involved. You know, you got Boxer now involved.
Triller, all that, yeah.
Triller, it's just, we're far from dying. I think we're at, the height.
You're right, Ness. You're right.
I get what you're saying.
And we're selling so many pay-per-views. Every month there's a pay-per-view, if not two.
We are.
And I get what you're saying, and I agree that the, obviously knockout sell. That's a given. I do believe that the promoters need to promote more. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm putting it on the fighters more, bro. I feel like fighters do a god-awful, as a whole, god-awful job at promoting themselves. I think 9 times out of 10, and I'm not putting it as much on the fighter, maybe the team around them, but, half these fighters are terrible speakers. They don't know what it is to talk on in front of a microphone when the camera's on, whatever. Some of these guys refuse to do interviews. Like, bro, it's night and day. Media comes out from the UK, and they're like, what do you mean they don't arrange a one-on-one interview? That's the promoter's job.
And that's why the sport is so much bigger over there, because not only do the fans love boxing, but it's like you said, they cater. Like Eddie Hearn will stay after a press conference at least 45 to an hour and 30 minutes, and there's lines of media members waiting. And he gives everybody a one-on-one.
I like that guy.
Even if it's the same question over and over. Wilder Joshua, Wilder Joshua. He'll sit there, put on a happy face. Bob ain't doing that. You don't even know where the fuck Al is. And the other cronies he got, nobody wants to interview him.
Like you were saying, boxers can't speak. Boxers are they're the same way in the NFL, the NBA, hockey, baseball. It's the same type of thing. They're the same guys, but it's just a marketing tool behind them. But my only problem is this. I don't believe you can knock everybody out. But sometimes people are in there with guys that have no business to be in there with them, and they go in there and they put on stinkers. And I'm saying to myself, I don't believe that they belong on this level if you cannot dispatch this guy. I'm okay with, like Bunny, Robert Easter, dope fighter. I haven't seen too many stinkers with Robert Easter. Robert Easter gets busy.
Very true.
It's those guys that every time.
Like who?
Those guys like every time. I still got. I need.
So you only do it on your show. You can't do it.
I need some. I still got to interview him. Once I interview him, I'll let you know. But no, it's just certain.
I'll tell you one. And I used to really love this guy, man. But Rigondeaux, man, he really just
Rigo.
That last fight with what's the guy he fought, man? Casa. I don't remember the guy's name.
The kid from the Philippines, right?
Oh, 2 fights ago. Okay,
yeah. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. Like
Casemiro.
Yeah, Casemiro. Like, you just for real?
But Rigo did it to us a lot, and we accepted it. We loved it. Rigo did it. We said, Rigo's this. I was having an argument in the gym. Rigo would be in a way. I said, nah, he gonna put Rigo on the poster. No, man. No, I'm telling you, he's so smart. He's so cerebral.
Yeah, I mean, a younger Rigo, maybe I would have that debate, but shit, this version of him, and after that, pressure pot bust in his face, I don't know who Rigo is.
Rigo's been doing it to us, though. We accepted it, and it's okay, but it's just not really what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because, but if people hide being not giving a shit with being super duper smart. Oh, he's so smart. No, you gotta want it. You gotta be hungry. Some fights, you gotta get these guys out of there. You gotta care about your fans, man. You can't just go in there and just.
See, this the last thing I'm gonna say, because like I get where you coming from in some ways, but some ways I'm like, nah, you wrong, bro. Because I'm in the gym with the best boxers in the world.
Yeah.
Don't nobody work harder than them.
That's okay, but do you understand boxing? Do you understand the art of punching? Because it's boxing. First, I learned to box. Then I learned to punch. I learned to commit to my punches. I learned to go to the body. I learned different type of things. And I understand at the top level, it gets harder, right? But people are coming up, and they're just not they're not applying themselves. They're not throwing the body. Okay, I'm not a big puncher. I'm going to go to the body. I'm going to understand anatomy. I'm going to hit a guy.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like a lot of that is because they're not doing it in the gym. How you want me to do it in a fight? I'm not doing it in the gym. I ain't putting the work in.
You said they're working hard, but why are they not grasping those concepts?
No. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you guys are talking two different people.
I think they're talking about the same person.
Nah, and if they are,
I don't know why you would not.
I'm not even talking about anybody
like
specifically. I'm just saying, like, to me, top boxers, like. Bro,
yeah, but he's still talking about them. The top boxers you could be thinking of ain't getting knockouts.
I sparred a lot of them, bro.
Yeah, and you just said that at the top levels, it may not happen.
Yeah, I mean, I accept at the top level, like Canelo and Triple G don't knock each other out. I get it. I just don't want to see it 3 times. But I understand they're just too good.
Yeah.
But as guys on the come up, it's like, I don't get it. And then you want all this TV time, and it's just like, I don't. And it's different things. If somebody's beating someone up and looking beautiful boxing and they're shining, I accept it. I'll accept it all day.
So what's your thoughts with Berlanga then? Because he, at a point, was doing what he was supposed to be doing, and now he's getting that negative treatment because the knockout stopped.
Berlanga's my man, right? So I'm going to say this. I've worked with Berlanga before. He was doing what he's supposed to do with them guys, right? And that's why he was shining, because they were putting him in there with a level, and he said they don't belong in there. I'm going to get him out of there. Now the competition has gotten harder. He has to adjust. This is where you're going to see, with like, okay, how is your boxing IQ? Your IQ as a puncher, you're a knockout artist. You got it. But how are you going to set up those knockouts? And this is where he has to adjust to that, because it's top 15 guys now. And I think he will. I think he'll box. He looked a lot better the last fight. I don't knock him for that. But
even with the ear bite. You forgot about that?
Let's get violent, man. We ain't friends, you know. Like I don't like. We got to make boxing violent again, man.
I mean, he got a suspension though. That's no. You can't eat if you on the sideline.
I know. He should have did that.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie.
That was wrong.
I feel like now you just open the doors for shit outside the ring for real.
What you mean?
I'm saying like
foul play type.
No, yeah. I'm just saying like somebody tells me let's get violent, let's do this and that, and we in the ring. Bro, like, I'm sure it happens in sparring. You hit me low, damn, I might have slipped up, hit you low.
Right.
Oh, you hit me in the back of the head. Oh, damn, I might have slipped up, hit you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. We're supposed to have him today in studio at the Win. So, definitely excited to talk to Edgar. And,
yeah.
You know.
I think a lot of fighters have the right mindset, though, because at the inception of the sport, it was fight till you drop. That's what it's about. That's what people are there to see. So, I think that should carry over into today. I will be honest with you. And I think part of the boxing aspect is to trick your opponent into getting, into exposing themselves, into getting knocked out. Like
losing their discipline.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You gotta.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen it, and you're so right about that because sometimes you may not even get the knockout, but you got that one big right hand that stole the round.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I definitely agree. I agree with that because I've seen that, bro. Even in sparring, it's like I've seen fighters just try to say one little thing to make you drop that left hand enough for me to come with my right.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we would say names, by the way. We're not scared to say names. The reason why I don't want to say names when we talk about this subject is because a lot of fighters are putting their heart and they're putting their all into going out there and doing everything they could possibly do. A lot of people, I'm sure every boxer wants to be a knockout artist. Don't get me wrong. So I feel like it would be just bashing people to say, this guy don't do it, this guy don't do it.
And I think with me,
I got to ask, how many knockouts you got?
6.
Outside of the ring or inside fights?
In the ring?
I have 1 amateur knockout.
No pro fights? You ain't turned pro?
Yeah, November 5th, my first
How many pro fights?
Fight.
8.
6 and 8.
So I was doing.
How many knockouts you got outside the ring? Yeah, I like that.
In the streets,
more than I could count. I ain't gonna lie to you, more than I could count, and sparring and all that stuff. But
because of what you guys do, so first off, because I was under the impression you guys were here, but you guys in New York. So were you guys originally from New York?
Brooklyn, yeah.
Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, are people trying you guys because of what you guys got going on?
No,
nah.
They know better.
No, I get along with a lot of like people in the street, like. Actual.
Because New York is different, right?
Yeah,
I feel like people in New York move a bit smarter. I've seen people that you guys know very well. That here in Vegas, it's like people, they know who you are, and for that reason they come try you. And I've seen it on numerous of occasions. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, you know who that is. You know he'll fuck you up. Why are you trying him? So obviously with you guys, not just the podcast, the boxing, you know, everything. I was curious. Like I wondered if somebody has done that because I've seen it and I've been shocked.
You talking about in boxing? And
no. In the streets.
In the streets.
In the streets.
Oh no. People. Yeah, we don't. I don't think they play with us like
in
that.
In the streets.
We got a big team. BP. Shout out. Like we don't. Yeah, I think people.
It could happen. No, I mean,
it could happen.
Streets is the Wild Wild West, man. Anything like the West Coast, y'all different out here, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sparks. I've seen so many of his lives.
Yeah.
Somebody you guys see all the time on his lives. I've seen it. I'm like, bro, why is y'all doing this?
You got to keep it boxing, though. And I think boxing is so sensitive now. Like, if I have any issues,
boxing only or just society?
Yeah. Society
it's changed.
It's like I never seen people like, oh my God, the critics are saying this. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to come on there and talk about you. And even if people are talking bad about you or good about you, talking about you. And I think you have to accept that as a fighter.
No, that used to be a phrase, whether they talking good or bad, at least they talking. Now it's like, oh, they talking about me. I got mental health.
They say all publicity, good publicity.
And just because I think that I may not particularly like the way things are, some forms of fashion of boxing, you may like it, right? And there's a niche for everyone, and I think people have to just accept that instead of being
totally a niche for everybody.
Yeah, it's a niche for everyone.
Yo, people crap on these YouTubers, and I'm like, yo, Jake to me,
they killing the game.
Is a boxer,
real boxer.
Is a real boxer. You get what I'm saying? He trains.
I got it.
Harder.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm sorry.
Put your ass out there. Go ahead, let's debate. I'm number one Jake Paul fan. Let's debate. How he not a real fighter?
Let me tell you, I love what he's doing with the sport. I love he's building the sport. He is from a different aspect it's never been built from.
He is.
A real boxers, from my perspective, don't get the privilege of choosing their opponents.
Why not? Floyd did. Canelo does.
After he won he was an Olympian.
Not 150. Not 120.
So basically, you saying you're mad at Jake for having more popularity and being a stronger A side than Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather and Canelo.
No, I'm not mad. He's a brilliant businessman, but that don't make him a real boxer.
So why not? So wait a minute. I'm gonna kill him. You and your brother didn't pick your first opponents?
No, I didn't pick.
When you become a pro, you ain't gonna pick your opponent. Go ahead and lie to me.
I'm gonna pick my opponents.
All right then. So why Jake can't?
But guess how I started out though.
How you started?
I started out in the jungle.
So he don't have one amateur fight. He didn't win a WBC green belt as an amateur.
Did he?
Yes.
He did. I don't know.
He had one amateur fight.
That's right.
But that don't see.
great.
But I will say this, right? Thank God.
I mean, Wilder had Brian Jennings had 19. What's the difference?
Thank God for.
But hold on. It's the culture of when you build up though. It's that all real.
So because he didn't spend as many years in the gym as you.
No, it's not that. It's just that it's a different environment when you go in there and you got a trainer who is not like toting you so special from the beginning.
I'm gonna tell you, he trains harder than 80%.
It's not about that
90% of
That's
boxing.
true. No, hold on. It's not about that. It's about when you start. Everybody starts off at the same level with boxing. Yeah. All the guys at the top right now, everybody started off.
No, they don't.
Yes, they did. Everybody started off.
You think Shakur's grandfather started him the same way he started any other kids?
I'm sure he did. That's why his mentality is like that.
No, man. That's my grandson.
What I will say is this, right? I'm gonna keep it
when
real.
your father was training you, he training you with a different type of love than anyone else.
No, he didn't. No, my father trained me. I was in there with a grown man at 12.
All right, cool.
And you gonna tell me he didn't cater to you more than anyone else because you're his son?
Did he?
Of course.
Justin?
No.
Of course.
Did he? Well, he was training Vivian at the time, and he was more on what Vivian was doing. I'm gonna keep it real.
Watch this, bro. At the end of the day, Devin Haney, he picked his. They paid for. They wasn't coming up the same. Fucking nobody had Bill Haney's money to pay for championship sparring at 14, 15, 16 years old.
What I'll say is this, right? Thank God for Jake Paul. Jake Paul understands in knocking out guys that don't belong in there with him.
Right.
I am going to watch Jake Paul's fight. I will watch Jake Paul's fight.
And this fight is dangerous. Silva, I'm nervous.
I'm feeling it.
I think this will be the fight that defines. Well, for me personally, my opinion.
Well, it was the Rockman fight that would have defined, but he fucked up.
Yeah, that one. Tommy Fury too. But
what I'm looking for is this, right? When I was a real deal, 1 through 6, I had no say of who I was fighting. You turn down fights, you go on the shelf. You know? We fought. That's what it was. And usually it was a guy that wanted to have something to prove. Through the amateur system, I had no choice of who I wanted to fight. In order to win the gloves in certain tournaments, go to nationals, you had to beat the best people within your area. And sometimes it always didn't go well for you.
No, but see, that's where I stop you. That's where I stop you because you do have choice in a sense, because guess what? If you ain't like that in New York, you could go fight for the Golden Gloves in North Carolina.
I didn't have the money, so it was, and most of it. No, seriously, most of it.
But how? No, your brother just said everybody started the same. So the money that Bill Haney had for Devin, y'all had, because everybody was on the even playing field.
No, I was broke. So
no, y'all had the money because your brother said so. He said everybody was the same.
Well, I don't know Devin's whole situation, but I will say I'm talking about the 90% of fighters. How it goes is this: you're broke. Your mama don't want you really boxing. You probably don't have maybe you have your dad taking you to the gym, right? Or some other male figure. You go and you sell candy to go to nationals. If you can go to nationals, you have to win. I had to win my states and beat I remember I had to beat guys that were Olympic alternates, ranked in the world, ranked in the country, to be able to go to nationals. It was a very hard situation. Then I finally got to the nationals, and then in nationals I got robbed. The only reason why I was even picked up is because I beat someone that was touted by everyone, and Evander was there, and he said, yo, I was going to sign him, but I'm going to sign you now. So that's how I even got on.
You chose to fight in the amateurs.
Yeah.
He chose to have one amateur fight, then turn pro. That was his decision.
But remember, he has a different demographic and different fan base. So he can make those decisions. Do you think that you think at one amateur fight, you think they was gonna let me fight in Madison Square Garden or fight? You think Eddie Hearns was gonna let me do that?
No, because you don't you're not a draw.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm not.
But Shakur, hold on. Shakur, Floyd, they came out of the amateurs with silver medalists. They are able to pick their opponents. It's no fucking difference.
What is no? But those
so did fucking Jake. You didn't make those videos. You didn't make those. You ain't in front of his computer.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie. Check it out. Right? Me promoting. When I go to the athletic commission, they're not playing with me. They're like, Nick, check it out. Above 500 opponents. You get away with it the first couple times, but there's no way at this level would I be able to do certain things that he's able to do. So
he ain't doing. That's not true. Because he's taking on more. His opponents are more dangerous than any. First of all, I'm going to destroy y'all because I've already did this. I already did this. Devin Haney's little brother. You can't mention any fighter in the whole fucking history
outside of Lomachenko.
Outside of Lomachenko. That has
Oscar De La Hoya.
No, what?
Look at Oscar De La Hoya's people he fought. They're actual fighters.
What?
When you're an Olympian, even Shakur Stevens, when you're an Olympian, they're making you fight a certain caliber of fighter. You go to the office.
None of them fighters that Oscar or Shakur fought on the level of the fighters Jake fought. None of them.
Nate Robinson?
None of them. And guess what?
Nate Robinson?
And guess what? And guess what? You can laugh all you want. None of them fights that you about to mention, none of them was in front of 20,000+ people. But it's not even the same, okay?
That's like if Tom Cruise won the box. Tom Cruise could go box.
Let me ask you a question. Your first fight. Your first fight versus your Atlanta fight.
Yeah.
Or your Atlanta show.
Yeah.
Was it the same crowd? Was the same amount of people, same amount of tickets, same amount of lights, same amount of fighters, same caliber of fighters? No. Was it the same card? No. So Shakur's first fight is nothing compared to Jake's first fight. None of them dudes fought in front of how many people Jake fought in front of. None of y'all. No fighter in history felt the pressure he felt.
What does it have to do? I think it's apples and oranges.
Tell me.
A guy that's
maybe Leonard. Maybe Leonard had the same amount of people in the arena.
There's a lot of
Oscar.
Come on, man. Floyd Mayweather. Look at the guys Floyd fought.
Wait, Floyd fought?
What?
Who Floyd fought in his first
Floyd
four
beat
fights?
Jadero Hernandez at 9 fights.
Not his
Floyd
first
was killing guys.
Not his first four.
Any
Nobody's first four is better than Jake.
Okay, let's run it down. Let's go. Nate Robinson. Robinson. Who else he fought?
I'm gonna pull up Oscar first.
YouTube. No, I ain't gonna lie.
No, Gibbs. He fought Gibbs. Nate Robinson.
I'm glad you on their side. Stay on their side.
You have to remember though, Ness.
Stay on their side.
And I mess with the kid. And I mess with him. I want him to come on Biggs versus Biggs.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is this. He was boxing on the low.
Remember, Gibbs just knocked out
a YouTuber.
McBoom. He knocked him out.
A YouTuber.
He was an underdog.
You got to remember,
he was an underdog.
See, Jake got y'all fooled. No, this is why I mess with Jake. This is why I love Jake, right? Jake was boxing for 5 years on the low and caught a knockout on a basketball player.
So check
caught
this
a knockout
out.
on a YouTuber that was not even prepared for it. And then who did he fought his third fight?
So check this out.
So then y'all should be giving him credit.
Who's this?
Huh? Ben Askren. I do give him credit. Hip replacement. And
I say a name. You tell me who they are, what they done, how you know them.
Just tell me.
Lamar Williams.
Just tell me the record.
Lamar Williams.
Just tell me his record.
5-1-1.
That's a good fight. Who fought him? That's a good fight.
Who is it?
Which fight is that?
Who is it?
That's name brand though.
Who is it?
Ness, but see, that's the problem because y'all do it to Terrence Crawford and I hate it.
What?
My bad, y'all.
That's all good.
Y'all do it to Terrence Crawford. Just because somebody ain't name brand, y'all act like they can't fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Two different things.
See, Canelo had y'all fooled. Canelo had y'all fooled because no. Because you saying it's a harder fight. A guy 5-1-1 is a harder fight than Gibbs, or a guy with a hip replacement, or a dude that was an NBA player.
How? If you
Because
at
he
the
can
forum,
fight.
how many does the forum hold?
But you talking about pressure though.
Google Oscar's first fight. See how many tickets he sold as the Golden Boy.
What year?
But Ness, you talking about?
Let's see how many tickets Oscar De La Hoya, the motherfucking Golden Boy, sold on his first fight versus Lamar.
Why he's Lamar? Why he's doing? Let me tell you. You're talking about pressure versus caliber of opponent. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
Jake's pressure,
it don't matter
Christian. Jake's pressure comes from the 30,000 people. You ain't never gonna have a debut with 30,000. No fucking fighter.
Don't curse me.
No fighter.
If I
fight a baby, if I fight a baby, I don't care if it's in front of Obama. I'm finna knock that baby out.
It ain't gonna be in front of 20. it ain't gonna be in front of 20,000.
That's true, but you're saying that his road is equivalent to the road of them other guys.
It's more. It's a harder road,
because
bro.
It's easy work,
bro.
That would give me some of that easy work for the
I look good just like you look good in sparring.
Yeah.
But when it's a real fight, it's a totally different
fight. But depending on fighting, it's not what you say, it's who you say it to and how
it does factor. I will tell you this, it does factor in.
He's telling the truth.
I'm not saying it don't factor in, Ness, but come on now. You can't say that.
I love this show.
You can't say that he had a harder road than Oscar De La Hoya.
Of course.
That's because he's been boxing for 5 years on the low, chilling with Ryan, get his skills nice. And he said, "Yo, let me get a basketball player. Let me." He's doing it right.
The fact that you guys don't even see it, right? So Oscar was training his whole life. Yeah. He won a gold medal.
Yeah.
And somehow you think his first fight was tougher than the YouTuber with one amateur fight, 3 years of just training. His fight was not tougher.
You like Robesi? Do you like
and guess what? Jake's had way more people in the audience. So make it make sense. You're telling me again, listen to what you're saying. The more talented fighter who's proven with the gold medal had a tougher fight with a 5-0 nobody. Not the YouTuber who never fought before in front of 30,000.
Do you like Robesi Romero?
Do you like Robesi Romero? Absolutely.
Robesi Romero caught a loss early on. That boy is the man. Ramirez, I'm sorry. Robesi Ramirez caught a loss, right?
First fight.
Olympian, beat Shakur Stevens, nice.
Didn't really beat him,
but because of who he fought, a real fighter that was prepared, that been doing it for years, he caught that L. I'm going to tell you something. When I fought in the Barclays and I fought around big crowds, right? That stuff goes away when you get in the ring. When you get
that ring walk, you had anxiety. All your hometown.
You know what?
I'm from Brooklyn. Barclays Center.
You know what? You don't have to say. You don't have to say. I did because I was seen as somebody nice, right? But really, when I got in there with the opponent and things started getting crazy, that was where it was hard. I forgot where I was. That stuff goes away. When you're in there with a man that is really trained to beat you, that's serious, it's a different mentality. And I'm talking about fighting.
So you telling me Lamar Williams was more, he took the fight with Oscar more seriously than Nate Robinson, huh?
Heck yeah, Nate Robinson don't even know how to take a fight seriously.
No, I'm done.
How could Nate know how to take a fight seriously though?
You serious no more, bro. I'm not taking you serious.
You asking a guy.
Listen to me, man. We all know the dudes on this level. When you 0-0, them motherfuckers is there to get a check, man. They there to get a check.
You think Nate? Do you think that Nate?
Why we only talking about their professional debuts though? Like all these people were not Oscar or these other Olympians were not fighting from kids all the way up to the professional debut.
Yeah, but
they earned the privilege.
Their first 4 fights don't compare with Jake though. That's all that I'm saying.
Because of the crowd and all that.
That's all of them. Because of the crowd, the caliber of fighter, the level of fighter the fighter is.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Askren was a champ. Tyron Woodley was a champ.
Have you ever sparred an MMA guy?
Hell yeah.
Is it easy?
It was harder for me because I have difficulty with southpaw, but I'm a novice compared to you. So, and I'm a heavyweight.
They're awkward. Don't get me wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at a southpaw MMA dude.
You know, you're just helping our point. You're saying that he had less time to do what he's done. That they already had the combat experience.
Who said less time though? Who said less time?
I mean, you're talking about.
You said Oscar been training all his life.
Yeah, all his life in the
amateur. I'm explaining that.
And so his opponent though. His opponent been preparing too.
I'm explaining that he.
Hell no.
No.
Lamar Williams ain't trained all his life, just like he ain't fight all his life. I'm about to click on his resume and see what he did after Oscar whooped his ass.
Y'all are misunderstanding.
I'm sure he wasn't no good after that.
Y'all are misunderstanding me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they earned the privilege to do that for their first 5 or 10 opponents.
They still matching you hard.
Who earned it?
Oscar De La Hoya. Everybody you mentioned.
Okay, and so did Jake.
But how do you like? I'm talking about
because he got money
through boxing. They put in the work to earn the privilege.
Who made more money in their first year as a professional?
No, nobody probably but him. But that's
all right. So he earned his right.
But you got
because he made money.
But also, we're in America, right?
What the hell?
What about
the world don't fucking revolve without money?
It's a business. It's a business.
That's what Errol Spence was talking about.
Money don't equal respect, though. Money don't equal respect in the boxing world.
Oh, really?
It don't. That's for me.
So then, why he got more respect than 90% of the fighters and he fight on pay-per-view? Each and every one of you fighters want to be on pay-per-view. But they respect him.
But Tom Cruise could be
popular though. That don't mean
that's respect.
He has heart.
That's business.
No, his popularity gives him the respect.
Jake has a lot of heart, right? But check this out. Tom Cruise can be Jake Paul.
No, he can't.
Cardi B could be Jake Paul.
No, she can't.
No, seriously.
No, she can't.
Because they have big followings.
No, she can't.
This is the problem. This is the problem. And you got to understand that it gets more and more dangerous because the athletic commission, and I respect them, they're going to start going, hey, He hurt that last guy real bad.
Where though? Here's the thing though, because you said you promoted, you put on shows where?
Where's the athletic commission?
Where the commission gonna say something?
No. Where are you putting your shows on that they tell you that you need to step up the level of
Atlanta? It could
and those are the lenient ones.
Atlanta, Virginia, Myrtle Beach. They're not like.
Bro, you and I both know we could go to Myrtle in North Carolina and build a fighter versus my intern. She could fight the same man 14 times and be 14-0.
But guess what? When them cameras is on and on television, they're not playing with that.
All I'm saying is I'm shooting your theory about commissions. I could find a commission. I go to Mexico and find a commission that'll fight you.
Jake Paul closed doors with no major television time. No problem what he's doing. But on the television level, that's where it's kind of like it's actually y'all
hating. Fighters are hating.
I'm actually
I'm not singling you two out. I'm saying in general.
I love it.
Fighters are hating on him.
I'm not hating
because y'all never got what he gets. His entire Pacheco's doing it. Pacheco, Raymond Savage, a bunch of matchroom fighters have been 0-0. And now they're 15-0. And every fight's been on TV. None of their fights have been of the caliber of Jake Paul. None of their opponents.
I'm just saying they got to be a boxer. I'm not saying that. Listen, Jake would have clipped Rahman. Jake would have clipped Rahman. No problem. I have no problem with what he's doing. I love it.
You're not a fan yet. You want him to prove you wrong.
I'm a fan.
No, you want to be proven wrong.
Prove wrong by what?
Because you think he's not real, so you want to be proven wrong.
No. I think that you don't
love Jake Paul.
I love Jake Paul. I love Jake Paul.
But you don't think he's a real boxer?
I can't say a real boxer. Can he beat a above 500 guy?
Bro, but why do you guys and there's only fighters. Y'all some fucking haters as a whole. Why y'all keep putting this unrealistic shit on Jake? Where was your first fights? And you ain't fighting but no. None of y'all. No one in the history of the sport fought a plus 500 except Loma. So why Jake got to do it? Because y'all hating
I'm not. My fifth fight. My fifth fight
was a plus 500.
I fought a guy. Yes, he was.
Who?
36-0. He just fought Frank Galarza. And he fought Madrimov on television on DAZN.
Okay.
And I cooked him.
Look at you.
I cooked him. Okay. So you cannot say
what
that.
Fight was that?
You cannot say number 5.
Okay, well number 5 is fucking Anderson Silva, man.
Anderson Silva, 45 years old.
Man, you see what he did to T.
45. Come on, man.
47. He's 47.
You get in there. No. You get in there. No. I want him to campaign.
Yo, he said
he been out the ringer long enough. Campaign for the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight. You do what he did to Chavez Jr. Go ahead.
I will beat the what?
Well, do it.
I will beat the brakes on Julio Cesar.
Grandpa did it.
Hey, Jake. Grandpa did it. I gotta look at the list of y'all sponsors. It must be Jake, cause y'all.
Prime. Where my prime drink at?
No, look. I mess with Jake. Look, I mess with Jake. I like what he's doing.
Be real.
Being a boxer like being I'm a fan. Being a boxer like being a rapper now, and a lot of it is because of Floyd. It's because of Jake. I like what he's doing. All I'm saying is that to the extent that you on, I will be fake. I'll be so fake because I really was in the jungle and
y'all terrible, man.
I really was.
So just y'all had a rough.
So why is Brian Jennings okay?
It's gonna get rough for him.
Let me ask you something.
But what I'm saying is his journey is his journey.
Those shit, y'all terrible. Why y'all?
It's just fight a boxer. That's it.
But why Brian Jennings, a boiler mechanic? Why is he considered a fucking real fighter then? He got 19 amateur fights.
Because
he was a boiler mechanic and decided, you know what? I'm tired of fucking turning nuts and bolts. I'm going to go punch people in the face.
Fury fought him, right? That's the guy. Fury beat him, right? Brian Jennings? No. Who beat Brian Jennings?
Vladimir Klitschko.
Okay, look. So the thing that gets me with Jake is I like Jake a lot.
No, answer that. Why could a boiler
because Vladimir put...
that was 20 fights later.
Yeah, but he took... Vladimir, because everybody got to pay the piper. That's why.
Did Brian Jennings fight fighters? Actual boxers? Professional boxers?
But that's what I'm saying, okay, Christian. I could become a fighter today. The fact that you telling somebody he's not a fighter when I can become a fighter today.
Wait.
But you got to do it, though.
All right.
And Jake is not?
Ness.
I wish we had a crystal ball to see how many people we could give $40 million and then ask them the next day to go spar and get punched in the face. You guys are fucking lying.
No. He has. I give him all the credit in the
That's
world.
what a fighter is. A motherfucker who got money or don't have money and doesn't care to fight. He fights. It's regardless of money. My man got all his money, but he'd rather wake up and go spar and run.
That's the trap. Boxing is a poor man's sport.
And he's not acting poor.
I think
he relocated to Puerto Rico.
We give him credit.
He lived with grown ass men to show you he taking it real. He lived with BJ and Jay Leone and all his sparring partners.
He don't live with none of them. Actually, he got his own house and everybody lives on their own.
No, he got a fight house.
I think that it's you know what it is. When I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is the level of the skill.
Right.
I'm not saying he's not a guy that.
What's the guy you beat? You said your 5th pro fight, right?
Navarro, yeah.
And he was getting all these opportunities on TV and everything, right?
Yeah.
Did you get ranked after that?
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
What you get ranked?
He went up like 300 ranks. Like something crazy.
I was like,
no. I'm talking about sanctioning body, not box rec.
Yeah, I was. Then what was I on? Oh, on box rec, I never looked at the sanctioning body, what they ranked me.
Okay,
I never checked it,
and I'm just saying.
He had fought for the WBA,
but box rec, regardless, is a point system. So he fought for the BA, right?
Yeah.
So, if he would have been, do you think if he would have been better? Do you think that you could have won and got into somebody's rankings?
If he was a better fighter, him?
Yes. Do you think that you could?
I think I could have beat him. Yeah, if he was better, but it depends on how good at that moment. Because I'm still,
But good enough, right? To where we gotta give you respect.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for my peers.
All I'm saying is,
I got a lot. No, because
Jake was gonna get that Bridger weight ranking. Should he have beat
top 15?
If he had beat Rockman,
Rockman,
he deserved it.
And it wasn't
he deserved
Rockman. It wasn't Jake that pulled out the fight. Jake sent you a contract. You signed it. Regardless if it say you got to wear pink fucking panties, that's what you decided to do. I decided to fight you. The real fighter, the people say I'm scared of. So how are you guys, the fighters, still saying this man ain't a real fighter when he called out a legendary fighter's son?
What I'm saying
with
is
blood of his father. Like, his name is Hasim Rahman Jr. That's the epitome of a fighter.
That's ballsy.
But somehow they changed it. It's Jake's fault.
I think that is listen. I think that is people. See, this is the problem with boxing,
Rahman
right?
needs to fight that
This
fight.
is the problem with boxing.
I want that fight.
No, this is the problem with boxing, though. It's not one governing body. It's the wild, wild west. People can do anything. You should not be able to drain somebody. You should not be able to give someone a week's notice to fight them. It's wrong because you're not really seeing who's the best. It is not competitive on the highest levels. It's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And usually on the come up, it's like kind of fair. When you're signed to like a major promoter, they're regulated a little better, right?
Yeah.
So right now, the regulations is what people are having a problem with. I blame Rock and Jake for what happened. I don't blame one person because Rock with that weight loss could have got really hurt. Jake could have got really hurt as well because I don't think that it's the time for that. Boxing has been the way it's been for a reason within the structure of building a fighter. And what you're going to see is this, right? The thing I'm scared with Jake is that I hope he continues to get better, but it only gets harder because those networks are going to ask for certain things. And they're going to give you certain names, and those names are going to be guys that are hardened men that really have been doing it for a long, and their skills are just refined.
Jake 24.
Yeah.
Jake 24, and like you said, he ain't start like every other boxer down there broke with a broken family or not a mother and father. He started with millions of dollars in the bank to relocate himself. He started with the power and finances to pick and choose his team to bring him to the highest level.
You ever seen Gladiator, the movie Gladiator?
Absolutely.
So in Gladiator,
with Cuba? Did you get in Junior?
No. Gladiator is a movie with man, Gerard Butler, right?
Okay, yes.
And you saw the Caesar at the time, right?
Russell Crowe.
Caesar
One of them too.
wanted to fight Russell
Crowe,
right?
But he stabbed him.
Caesar grew up a certain way. And in history, in war, there were some princes that got busy. Because they had the best trainers and the best this and the best that. But eventually, they could never mess with the generals that came from the mud. Because the way they came up, they was hardened men. And when it came down to it,
I ain't gonna agree with that, man. Devin Haney come from money, bro.
But I'm not
undisputed at 23.
Devin amateur system.
Devin my team, but Devin still was a man in the amateurs.
Yeah.
But the thing I didn't like, but if you watch,
but Devin's in your story, Devin is the prince.
No. But we gotta remember, Devin was in the amateur program. You cannot escape people in the amateur program.
But he still had the money to get the trainer, and he did the work.
So what about the guys from the trenches, or what you said, the mud? What you call it?
The mud, the trench,
the trenches.
Yeah.
Right, that put the fucking work and go through the amateur system. They got to get it the hard way.
Yeah.
And once they get it, how many of them don't fuck it up? Damn near all of them.
A lot of us.
Floyd Mayweather.
I need a name. Who got it out the mud, man? What's the mud in this story? I want to hear it.
They're just talking about
Roy Jones.
They're talking about the typical boxer.
Pensacola's the mud.
Roy Jones is broke.
We don't mean like
Bernard Hopkins.
We like
Bernard Hopkins.
Like you had to be
not in the streets, but we talking about like the boxing.
Nobody cares. You go to this is the mud. When you go to a promoter, and they go, "Yeah, I ain't really interested in you." Well, you done beat everybody in the tournament, but you lost to the number one guy, and they go, "Yeah, I'm not really crazy about Justin Biggs."
I mean, how many nationals you got?
I couldn't afford it, so when I went there, I still got robbed.
So then tell the whole story. The promoter said I ain't interested because you ain't got no nationals, and in this game,
it wasn't about nationals. But I won the gloves. But hold up. But I won the gloves.
You need at least 4 nationals for managers to be looking at you.
That's not true. That's not true. You got to beat the right guy.
The New York Golden Glove is the hardest tournament.
Hey, this dude's right now. This dude's right now. There's 15-time national champions that could not win the gloves.
Show me.
And we know them personally.
I'm gonna give y'all both an opportunity to give me a manager who has a name manager. Give me a David McWaters, a Cameron Duncan, a Frank Espinoza, Al Heyman. You know, a Keith Conley from New York. Give me a name that don't got a fucking fighter that got more than 4 amateur wins, 4 national wins. Who?
Who? I don't want to say the guy, but it's a lot of them though.
Who?
It's a lot of them that got.
I don't know.
Jared Hurd had nationals.
Jared Hurd. Oh, you right here is homegrown.
Come on, my man.
I gotta check his nationals, but he
I'm
did
gonna keep
come up
it real
on the club level.
because you know why he got
came up on the club level
because he got it from the mud and he beat certain people real fighters.
Hold on. No.
Frank Gallarza had nationals.
Brother yet.
Frank Gallarza has nationals
because he set himself up, and my boy right here got him.
Frank Gallarza had nationals.
What did he say? No, don't go nowhere. What he say?
I was thinking it, but
what
I'm glad
he say?
you said it.
He said the dudes that come out the mud, tell him again.
They fuck it up.
And what did Hurd do? They put him on 3 fights with his nemesis, like you wanted. Every fight.
But how's that fuck? He unified though.
He lost.
But he unified his division.
Yeah,
so
he unified.
At what point are you talking about fucking
Everybody
it up?
fucks
he
it
got
up
the
though.
bag.
Okay, but that's the thing. But you made it. That's the thing. It's like
you gotta defend that belt.
I made it to where I needed to be. All right, cool. I got to taste it. I'm finna go back.
But everybody fucks it up.
They start
he beat Lara though.
Let me say,
Erslandy Lara.
See, this is lost to Julian Williams.
This is the thing.
Yeah, but he beat Lara.
But he lost so bad he didn't even want the rematch.
I love you,
Champ. Hear what I'm saying? He lost so bad he denied his rematch. So you had all the belts. That boy whooped you so bad. You said
in front of your hometown.
In your hometown, after 3 fight setup, okay? So me and you fought on the same card in and around the area.
3 cards in a row.
3 separate times. They finally give us the big fight in my hometown. I shit the bed like he said because this is my fight. Al set me up.
No, I got something.
Al set me up. This is my big fight. I lose to Julian Williams and I walk away from the rematch.
This is what y'all failed to understand though. He was never supposed to make it there.
Oh,
Jared Hurd was never.
He got it out the mud
because he didn't have the nationals.
Oh, so Jake Paul not supposed to be here.
He didn't have the.
But Jake Paul not supposed to be here. Jake Paul not supposed to be here.
Chris, even bigger than that. I'm about to blow boxing up for y'all right now. Yeah, I'm about to really mess y'all up. Right?
I bet you won't.
No, because this is something y'all have.
I ain't gonna lie. Up until you fucked up and said that, I was falling asleep.
It's something. It's something that y'all not realizing, and this is just the biggest thing you have to realize doing this show, right? And I realized it hit me like a week ago.
What?
Why is Floyd so exceptional?
Exceptional?
Yeah,
because he put the work in.
Yeah,
because of his record.
No, what the
boxing?
The work.
Rocky Marciano. Boxing is the trap. you're not supposed to make it out. Everybody fucks up. Everybody takes money, and then the promoter, before you get
Everybody.
and the promoter takes your belt and gives it to someone else. Eventually, it is like a gladiator sport, which means that you fight. You never leave when it's time to leave, and then you end up dying on the battlefield, and you end up being outside of Madison Square Garden as the promoter is throwing the fight in there, and you're a legendary fighter. He don't even give you tickets to be in the front row.
Okay.
That's how boxing does you.
It is. I agree.
Now, as true as that may be, a lot of the time that fault is on the fighter. That fault is on the fighter.
Totally agree.
So you
got paid.
You've been on record telling me, and as you know, whatever he say, he don't like that Ward walked away when he walked away, right?
True.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a conversation with Ward that I love that he walked away.
He's smart.
You know, I love that he walked away. And I'm not saying that he didn't have it in him. I'm not saying that he couldn't have signed that 3-fight, $100 million HBO deal that they was offering him for, what was it, Usyk?
I'd have did it.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless. But it was like, yo, if you is telling me in your heart that, yo, you not waking up the same, you not tasting it the same.
Yeah,
it's
them
not
silk sheets.
So guess what? He walked away
And that's why I
at the
respect
right
Jake.
time. You said what you said is everybody does it. So what you telling me is because everybody fucks up, it's okay. Nah,
You will
yo,
lose.
you got there and you shit the motherfucking bed.
That's
bro.
all.
Boxing,
That's all you did.
Boxing is like
Jermaine Teller, shit the bed. I could go on and on.
boxing.
So I got a question. Do y'all only feel like this about boxers?
I only
Or
watch
is it
boxing.
other sports?
No,
I don't watch. I don't watch those other sports, so I can't even tell you about other sports.
Because everybody in every other sport lose, and nobody said they
No.
fucked it up
But
and
see, here's the
so
thing,
I'm
though.
just
It's not
asking.
about wins and
Those
losses.
other sports, team
no,
sports, too.
No, but
This
it's not.
depends on
It's not
you.
about the wins and losses. That's why I disagreed. It's not about the 50 and 0 to me.
What's about?
Because, like you said, everybody loses in other sports. At the end of the day, it's when you put in that position, even in other sports, you fuck up your opportunity. I can name you an NBA All-Star right now who facing 30 years in jail because he thought, oh, the millions I'm making ain't enough. Let me fuck with a pound or two of marijuana.
Really? Wow.
But
You get what I'm saying? That's fucking shit in the bed.
But here's the
That's
thing.
fucking up your opportunity.
Here's the thing about
I'm from Chicago, bro. Derrick Rose. You get what I'm saying? My man's was about to be the youngest ever on a 2K cover. Free Larry Hoover. Guess what? They got a picture of Derrick Rose throwing up Gangsta Disciple. Shit the bed. Fucked up the bag. I don't know that he was no longer on the cover. Fucked up that shit in the bed, bro. That shit in the bed. Like, think about it. You talking about motherfuckers that don't come from shit.
But
so how the fuck you get there and you let the shit go to waste?
I want in because he talked about the silk sheets in his rant and Ward retiring because he just like Porter said, it ain't in me no more. Like that's not what I want to do no more. But they only said that when they got to a certain point in their career financially. And that's why you got to respect Jake, whether you don't see it or not.
I do respect him.
He is so rich,
How many
but
times
still
you
wants
say
to
it?
get punched in the face.
I never seen that.
So I don't understand how you can respect, but say he's not a boxer. Like a dude that rich that wants to openly go practice and get punched in the face, then face a real competition with 8 and 10s and no head. Like y'all,
he has passion for the sport. And he has opportunity. I'm not saying I don't respect him as a human being, as a man, as a businessman. I'm just saying I would just love to see him. This is my statement. I would love to see Jake Paul fight a professional fighter. That's it.
And so Anderson Silva ain't professional with two. Boxing. Anderson got more than.
Anderson has a boxing background.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, that
he 3-1.
So to me, that's yes.
He lost already.
Yeah, in '97.
That don't matter. He's a real boxer. That's all I'm saying.
And he even said, "I'll give you that." You even said that had it been Tommy, had it been Hassan, the respect would have been.
Absolutely.
To me, we gonna have to agree to disagree because I think he a real fighter. And at the end of the day, what you do in the gym matters. Yeah, obviously the fight matters. But it's from what I've seen him do in the gym that makes you a real fighter.
I've been doing this a long time, right? And what I'll say to you is this. I done cooked up a lot of fighters that people think is this and that, right?
And see, and I'm not talking sparring. I'm not talking sparring.
I done cooked them up in real fights. I done cooked them up in sparring. And what I will say is this. What I meant is he's on a level where he can hold his own against real fighters. I like what's going on. I think it's very good for him. And, he may actually get there. I'm not going to say he will never, ever be able to get past Anderson Silva, win a title. Right now, I'm just not.
He's an underdog.
I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. And soon, like how you guys said, fights come with the gladiator thing situation. Early on, if you're in a position of power, you're A-side, you stabbing the guy in the lung, you sending him out there, and you violating him. It's just the handicaps. But once the handicaps go, I will sit down there, and I'm a fan of his. I'm like, that boy the truth.
Right.
That boy the real deal, because he fought this guy with no handicap. And fighters is doing it now too.
A lot of
weird
fighters.
little catch weight stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I see a dude, he comes out with one of the best ring outfits.
I like his ring outfits.
Shit lit up. He got a robot. Like, at that level, we've never seen this before. So to say that it's not real, he's like breaking the mold. Like Sugar Ray Leonard got paid $40,000 for his pro debut, and he fought in front of some people. It was on, I think, ABC. That ain't what Jake is doing. Like, it's just so different.
It is.
It's so much bigger.
Well,
the pressure is on him.
Well,
everybody's here to see Jake. They don't give a fuck who he's fighting. They want it to be someone sexy, but it's Jake. Can he win? And is someone gonna beat him? That's all it is.
And we're gonna see. And let me, just like boxing, the cream always rises to the crop. We're gonna see when there's no handicaps and it's just real stuff. We're gonna see. And if he ever fights anybody without a handicap, and it's just like, yo, we don't know about this one. Y'all around the same weight and age. Yo, you real. You got my stamp. You are the man. Like, yo, if he ever takes a fight, his position to where it's not kind of like a little spectacle around it.
50-50.
Jake is the guy. I will go and say, yo, get me. I need to buy them trunks. Whatever. Like, Jake is the guy. That's all I'm waiting for, and I'm gonna give you the stamp of a real 100% guerrilla fighter.
I mean, he's an underdog right now. Silva, his background has him as the favorite. The bookies, the experts think Jake will lose.
I think that regardless of Silva's age, because of his pedigree, it's a real fight.
Exactly.
I don't even think I think he's 47, but both of them, you scale it, you weigh it. It's like, yeah, I would have liked Rahman or Fury more. I'm not gonna lie to you, it would bring more validity.
See, and it's crazy. I think Anderson brings more than both of those. I swear to God.
So how come? I gotta ask.
He did beat Chavez. He did beat Chavez a couple
Guys,
years back.
I do gotta wrap it up because we got a Blue Wire show in the Wynn Casino at 12. So we do want to still take this picture with you guys.
Real quick though, Aaron Aponte. I just want to know this weekend if he wins, he a real fighter?
Aaron Aponte. You know what? Who is that? Just real quick.
No
shade. No, seriously. It sounds familiar, but Aaron Aponte.
No, I was just asking, because that's the standard for Jake. In his 5th fight, you got to see if he a real fighter. I want to see if in Aaron's 7th fight with the amateur background,
YouTuber.
Are you seeing if he's a real fighter in his 7th professional fight?
Aaron Aponte had an amateur background.
Yeah, with an amateur background.
He real. I mean, if he had seriously, if he did,
this guy's a cheater.
If he did the rigmarole in the amateurs, he probably could fight.
No, he's right though, because Jake had an amateur background, so Jake.
Yeah, one fight, right?
Yeah, that's an amateur.
But why? That's so weird because like. Why? Why? Because you got an amateur background that makes you. What about the intelligent kids that skip class? Like, I'm smart, so I skip 6th and 5th and 7th and 8th. Like, I'm intelligent. I'm smarter than. I don't have to do what you did. Y'all tripping.
For me, it's like this, right? When they call you, and in these amateur fights, 90%, 95% of the guys that sign up don't nobody give a crap about them, and they call you like bout number 2 to the glove table. Come fight this kid you don't know nothing about. You go to the fights and you don't even know who you're fighting. That's how the level.
Yeah, but how many amateurs don't even pan out as good pros? Like, what? You was able to fight someone you don't know.
There we go.
They don't even translate.
Just to have me, Ness, is Jake a good pro?
Hell yeah. You asked for knockouts when you came on, and he giving them to you, but now you taking that back, huh?
Let me ask. I just want to know something.
You said if you get the knockouts, you're made for TV. Now he don't want Jake on TV.
Hold on, no,
I do like Jake. I love Jake.
I just want to know one thing from the both of you guys who have an amateur background.
Yeah.
How are you gonna gauge? Because the amateurs is done for. They done for. So how y'all gonna gauge a fighter?
Olympics.
Right, motherfucker. Next Olympics in this fucking country, y'all can't even represent this country. Y'all boxers, right?
Yeah.
Y'all can't represent this country. So at what point, or how is that gonna work? Because it's like, it's like, to me, the amateurs ain't the amateurs no more. Like,
yeah, you're right.
like the last Olympics. The guy that was supposed to be there wasn't there because, granted, pandemic, but it was just like, yo, you beat the guy that was there. Yeah, you not there. All because of points. So it's like the amateur system going to shit. Whatever. It been a hella robberies, whatever. Right. Now it ain't even in the Olympics. So what are we staying in here
If you
for?
fight a guy, this is my good question. You're right. If you fight a guy that knows how to fight and throws his punches correctly and has good defense, and you're able to display skill, I'm gonna say you're a good professional fighter, and I'm gonna give it to you. If you don't know how to throw your punches correctly, and you're making rookie mistakes, then I'm not going to look at you as a good professional fighter. If I put you in there if I can name 20 guys at the top of my head that would knock you out that you're not ready for, I don't consider you a good professional fighter.
But Justin, are there not amateurs that had better pro careers and vice versa?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then why are we putting all this stock in the amateur
cool.
career?
No,
it's
hold
about
on.
what you do in
You're
the
right.
pros. You don't even get paid for the
That's cool.
amateurs.
So you just say, so name me 20 fighters in Jake's weight class that will knock him out. You said if you could name 20, then you're not a good fighter. So if you can name 20, Jake's not a good fighter.
Okay, Tank, Ryan Garcia. They're not even in his weight class. Yes, I said it. I did. Yes, I did.
You
like let's keep it real.
13 more. You already at 7.
So first you came over here saying the commissions need to be careful. Now you want to put Tank versus
but I'm saying I'm saying that they would beat him. I'm just keeping it real.
I wish Tank would take that fight.
Canelo Alvarez.
I mean, that's how highly he think of Jake. He naming the pound for pound elites.
I went to 135s.
No, but
I went to 135,
and they're elites.
No,
and now I'm
name
going
me
lower.
cruiserweights in his weight class. Name me cruiserweights.
Nobody knows.
He's a cruiserweight.
Okay, Usyk will beat him.
Okay,
he's
a heavyweight.
What's the guy that just beat that Usyk beat in the finals? Tabiti will beat him.
Bellew.
He ain't fight Tabiti.
Kevin Newman will beat him.
Kevin Newman is 160.
Yeah, he'll beat him.
But
you gotta understand.
No, because I ain't
gonna lie. I don't know 20 cruiserweights.
We want the well-being of the fighter, and you said the president 20 names that could knock them out, and we here for the well-being of the fighter. So just like the sanctioning body and just like the commission,
nobody knows 20 cruiserweights. Nobody knows 20 cruiserweights.
So
That's what I was saying. I'm gonna just keep it. Nobody.
So then Jake cannot not be a good fighter based on your requirements. We do appreciate everybody tuning in. I know we went an hour later. Make sure to tune in 12 o'clock Pacific, as we will be live from the Blue Wire Studios inside of the Wynn Casino and Hotel right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. From the man, the myth, the legend.
But
Mr.
before
Gibbs.
we go, I do want you guys to go ahead and tell everybody where they can not only find you, but find the podcast and the schedule.
All right, you can find me on Instagram at Kristen D_Angelo. You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Yo, I can't believe it. Somebody said these Biggs dudes killing Ness and Danny right
now.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank bullshit.
And I love Jake. And Jake, come on to Biggs vs. Biggs podcast, Jake, because we love you.
Biggs vs. Biggs every Thursday, guys.
Yeah.
Today's a new episode right now, the Barclays Brawl. Gotta tune in.
Yeah, whoever said that, make sure to go tune in because you about to get blocked from this page.
Hey, give me your handle, Just. Give me your handle.
Yo, guys, it's Justin Biggs, Big Time Biggs. I had a great time. Follow me everywhere. Instagram, Biggs vs. Biggs Instagram page. We're building it up. And I'm just very happy to be on this show. I love these dudes, man. This is a great boxing debate, like some real barbershop stuff. I never get to cut this loose. But thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you so much. We're honored to be here, y'all. For real.
Appreciate it.
Thank you both. And, we look forward to seeing great things. Hopefully one day we could see you guys on the Jake Paul undercard or something like that.
No, not.
Yo, he put y'all on the undercard.
I want to be there, but see what y'all just did. Y'all messed me up. Y'all messed up my money. Hopefully he fight me.
Ringwalk Danny, Nez GTO, Bo Mason _TPV.
To settle. Canelo versus Triple G. Controversy, brutality, hostility. For glory. For the trilogy. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3, September 17th.
Streaming live on ppv.com. Order now.